We'll begin with Fox World and National News next.
Broadcasting from the Kia of Cleveland Studios, this is Mix 1041 WCLE, Calhoun, Cleveland, Athens. Download the free Mix 1041 app at mymix1041.com.
The top of the hour is presented by Best Buy Metals, making sure the top of your house is the best it can be. BestBuyMetalRoofing.com.
Fox News is next, presented by Capital Tire Service in downtown Cleveland.
News. I'm Lillian Wu. The Ukrainian president will make a virtual appeal for help to the U.S. Congress in a few hours. This as the Russian offensive in Ukraine intensifies.
In Kharkiv, hundreds of thousands of civilians there and elsewhere across this country running for their lives, quite literally, from the Russian bombardment. And as that bombardment continues, there was a conspicuous display of support yesterday from the prime ministers of Poland, Czechoslovakia and Slovenia, all of which are also NATO members. Those three prime ministers coming to Kyiv, meeting with President Zelensky.
Fox's Jonathan Hunt in Lviv. And the husband of Vice President Kamala Harris tests positive for COVID. She has tested negative, but is cutting back on her schedule. America's listening to Fox News.
The Mix 1041 News Desk, brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at LoganThompsonLaw.com.
The news is sponsored by Lee University, where you can expect something great.
At 7:02, Mix 1041, Talk 1013, The Buzz. We're also on MixTV.tv. Good morning, everybody. And as part of our news this morning, we're going to begin this morning with it should be a very interesting next couple of days as the state's three highest elected officials will join us here on Mix 1041 and MixTV.tv. Later this morning at 8 o'clock, Senator Bill Hagerty will join us live from Washington, give us the latest on the Russia-Ukraine situation, as well as a lot of other issues that he wants to talk about. Then, Governor Bill Lee, his office contacted us yesterday. He would like to talk about his education funding proposal that he laid out 2 weeks ago. The governor will join me this morning at 9 o'clock for a live interview. And then tomorrow morning, Senator Marsha Blackburn will join us at 8 a.m. Bridget, what's going on? Is this March Madness? What's happening?
It sounds like it, doesn't it?
They're all calling at one time. I mean,
right.
Should we be nervous?
I don't know.
So we have, again, Senator Hagerty at 8, Governor Bill Lee at 9, and Senator Marsha Blackburn at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Should be a very interesting couple of days here. Other news, Cleveland Daily Banner, Daniel Guy reported on Tuesday, emergency services responded to fire in the 2700 block of Henderson Avenue Northwest just before noon yesterday. And one occupant of the home was taken to the hospital for multiple injuries. And the Bradley County Sheriff's Office arrested a man accused of breaking into a home in the northeastern part of Bradley County. The woman told deputies she was home alone with an infant Monday night. She saw several men enter her home. She told deputies she fired her shotgun. Investigators found evidence someone was injured, and a short time later, a hospital notified police that a juvenile showed up with a gunshot wound. The sheriff's office says Jalen Johnson was with the juvenile at the time. He was questioned. Johnson now facing aggravated burglary and other charges. We're joined now by Dr. Linda Cash, also our longtime friend Sheena Newman, and Jeremiah Pritchard, whose brother was here yesterday as the new principal at Cleveland High School. How about that?
Yes. Pretty excited.
And you're going to play it as inauguration, is that correct? Can we go ahead and put you on the record?
Sure, we'll do whatever we need to do to make that happen.
All right. Dr. Cash, this is an exciting program coming up. Tell us all about this.
Well, first I want to say that it is 2 years in the making and the performance. So what we had planned at the beginning of COVID has definitely changed, but it is Arts Alive at Lake Forest Middle School on Friday. Practice is tomorrow. But the real people behind the success of this are these two, it's Sheena and Jeremiah. But it is just a celebration of all the arts that are in our schools. It is heavily loaded with students, and they'll talk to you about number of students. Everybody's coming. We want to see everybody there. Just join us. It's a fabulous opportunity. Sheena may shoot me for saying that because I said everybody, but come on, we'll take it.
Sheena, it's been a lot of work, hasn't it?
Well, it's been a little bit, yes. We have about 600 students in this showcase, and they will lead you through, and in the morning we'll go through interactive instrumental, choral, and musical theatrical presentations, and you'll see a variety of visual arts displays and demonstrations, and then we're going to culminate the morning with a powerful performance, and that's where I'm going to let Jeremiah.
Yeah, so we end with this big showcase, and we're going to have around 400 students performing on stage. They'll be rotating in and out. We're going to try to make it as seamless as possible. That is the goal, and just letting us get to showcase several different students. We have I think 3 or 4 elementary musicals that are going to be happening on stage, along with our middle schools and high schools, and just bringing everything together from choir, drama, and musicals. I just think it's going to be a great atmosphere for people to be in, and it really shows what we do and how much fun we have in Bradley County.
We're joined by Dr. Linda Cash, Sheena Newman, and Jeremiah Pritchard, director of Revolution Show Choir at Lake Forest. Programs directed by Jeremiah. The theme is Let's Go Make a Memory. Sheena, what's the goal here? Arts Alive Friday at Lake Forest. What's the goal?
We want to showcase what Bradley County Schools offers for the arts. And it will be fun. Come rain or shine, we will be there. We're hoping for wonderful weather because we have lots of things planned as people are coming into the building. But it has been fun to plan, and like I said, I think there's 583 students, that's what I counted last, that are participating K through 12. So that's a lot of students. A lot of teachers have been involved. Almost 40 teachers have been involved and will be there.
Dr. Cash, as you said, 2 years really in the making,
Right.
but this showcases the entire system, doesn't it?
It showcases the entire system and also shows off that we have well-rounded students, and some of the students that perform are not students you would expect to perform because they are maybe football players, they may be, I mean, it's a whole variety of students, or the quiet student who all of a sudden has a voice that you're like, wow, didn't know that was there. But it is so much fun and so exciting. I believe in the arts. I think it makes them well-rounded. As we all know, it also makes for better math students. So come on out. We'd love to have you. It is an arts festival, so it is magnificent.
Yes. Sheena, anything you want to add here? You've
Yes.
worked so hard on this.
I have a little quote.
Go, please.
Before a child talks, they sing. Before they write, they draw. And as soon as they stand, they dance. Art is fundamental to human expression. And so that's basically what we're going to portray. It will be so much fun. You need to come out. You'll be glad you did. We promise.
Yeah. Jeremiah, anything you want to add here?
Yeah, I'd like to add, there's something there for everyone. We have bands performing. We have 3 jazz bands that'll be performing. We have percussion ensembles. And like I said earlier, we have all the different arts things happening. And we have elementary kids in some of our classrooms that you'll be able to walk through and just get to experience all of it. So we're really excited.
Bradley County Schools presents Arts Alive this Friday at Lake Forest Middle School. What time are you guys starting?
10
o'clock.
10 a.m.
10 till noon.
10 till noon at Lake Forest Middle School. Then Richie will make you flapjacks. That'll be a very nice way to end. Dr. Cash, Sheena Newman, Jeremiah Pritchard, thank you very much for doing this.
You are very welcome.
Yes,
I do want to shout out to all of our teachers because it also has just a phenomenal presentation about how all of our teachers come together, and our arts teachers are an integral part of our system, so we really appreciate that.
Thank you for your hard work on this, all of you. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you.
Well, speaking of hard work, let's go to Shelton, you moron. I mean, I've got these great educators in here, and then I got you on the phone. What's the matter?
I'm a great educated mind of the Bradley County school system.
You're a future insurance fraud prisoner, is what you are.
I am a living example of what these people are trying to portray with these young children.
You're a Charleston graduate. You didn't go any farther, but that's okay. No, I was a high school back then. Okay, never mind.
Well, actually, the late, great Gary Davis gave me a diploma and said, listen, don't come back. And it's really what happened. I'm not going to lie to you.
We're joined by Stephen Shelton. And, Shelton, you do have a very special announcement this morning.
Listen, we always talk about why you should always listen to Mixed Mornings. I mean, always. You never know what's going to happen. Steve, the NCAA tournament starts tomorrow in Indianapolis, Indiana for the Tennessee Volunteers, and the Lynn Jones Foundation is going to auction off 4 tickets mid-court for tomorrow's game against Longhorn. You get to go to Michigan, Colorado State, and also Tennessee Longwood. Tomorrow, you're 11 rows up mid-court. These tickets are priceless. So these tickets are priceless for tomorrow. We're going to auction these tickets off on the radio station this morning, and all the proceeds go to the Empty Stocking Fund because Christmas is right around the corner.
Are you paying for a flight as well, Shelton?
Oh, wow.
No, I did not realize you were on the air with them.
Good morning.
Well, I'll just say, yeah. Thank you, Commissioner-elect. I appreciate your comment. So
Josh Rogers is here.
So I listen. We're talking about 4 tickets. All you got to do is call the radio station, go on Facebook, however you guys are going to do this. 4 tickets from the Lynn Jones Foundation. Chase Lawson, the president of the Lynn Jones Foundation, called me yesterday and said, hey, we have 4 for the first session. You get to watch, again, Michigan, Colorado State, and Tennessee Longwood tomorrow, Indianapolis, Indiana. It's about a 6.5-hour drive, unless you want to fly, as Josh Rogers said. These tickets, 11 rows up, mid-court, these are a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I know, Steve, you got to do this in Memphis a few years ago.
Oh, me and Junior went over 5 years ago, yeah.
If you've never been to an NCAA tournament, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I kid you not. But these, again, seats are not in the upper deck. They're not in the nosebleed. You're 11 rows from the floor. These are going to be fantastic tickets. And all the proceeds, everything you bid today, is going straight to the Empty Stocking Fund via the Lynn Jones Foundation.
We're joined by Stephen Shelton on the volunteer Ritapez mix line. Josh Rogers in studio, co-host of Rocky Top Review, is going to help me question. We got quite a morning. Bob Kesling at about 7:30, live from Indianapolis. I spoke with Bob last night. He flew up, which of course I made a joke about, Haslam's private plane, which he did not comment on. But anyway, yeah, it really is. I spoke with Brenda Lawson yesterday, and she is just extremely grateful to Lynn Jones and excited about this. And we're just going to start the bidding now. And let me ask Josh, where should we start the bidding? You're an auctioneer. Where should we start the bidding?
I mean, that's a pretty big ticket. Is it 4 tickets, Shelton?
Four tickets, 11 rows up mid-court.
My goodness.
500. Start the bid. 1,000.
I'm thinking $400.
What do you think?
Ticket. We're going to Empty Stocking Fund. Listen, you're going to go see the NCAA tournament. For most people, they've never been able to see this.
Yeah.
This is the most exciting thing in college sports. I don't care what anybody tells you. This is the most exciting thing. And so, all the proceeds you give are going to help children at Christmas.
Where's Kim Stone? Hey, 45 to here, 45 to
Sheldon, where do you think we should start the bidding at?
I think $400. All
right, 400. Here we go.
I'll put 400 on it.
Whoa!
First bid right here.
Whoa! Josh Rogers starts it.
So listen, again, and this is 2 games. Again, Michigan, Colorado State, and then also Tennessee Longwood. So you're not just going up for 1 game; you're going up for 2 games.
And you may see Juwan Howard punch another coach or something.
That would be fun.
You never know.
Like his hero Blake Beard, who's back in. By the way, Blake back in prison. I didn't know if anybody heard that. Yeah, we got to get him out again.
Slow down the duck donuts.
Yeah, I'll start the bid at 400.
All right, so Josh, write this. Bridget, are you going to keep tabs on this?
Sure.
All right, Josh Rogers is starting at
614-6499. Call in and start your bids for these tickets.
Shelton, I really appreciate it. Please tell Lynn Jones thank you, and I'll tell him, and Chase Lawson, and Josh Rogers has started at $400.
Hey, and I do want to say one thing, Shelton. You said that this was the most exciting thing in college sports. That would be the second most exciting thing in college sports, behind Georgia winning a national championship earlier this year, which also happened in Indianapolis.
Here's the difference, though. The college and the NCAA tournament happens every year. Georgia winning the national championship only happens once every 100 years.
Yeah, well, have fun in Nashville, Shelton. Thanks for being here today.
All right, have fun. Have fun at your conference, Shelton. Shelton's going to some kind of one of those high-dollar insurance conferences, people on the way to prison.
I think it's called Leadership Conference.
Excuse me, Leadership.
Yeah.
I heard he's putting stuff on Facebook now, all these quotes and everything. So,
yeah, trying to be a leader.
Everybody's, looking at it, crying and everything, getting all motivated. All right, there you go. The bid right now stands at $400. 4 tickets, and, folks, it's for the Empty Stocking Fund. You say, what? Huh? It's March. That's right. Well, you know what? We're getting ready. Brenda Lawson's all excited. Talked to Brenda yesterday. Bob Kesling doesn't care. He's going at 7:30. So here we go, 614-6499. 4 tickets. You can go to Indianapolis tomorrow, Midcourt, row 11. And where is this? Is this at the Dome in Indianapolis or the arena? Or,
I believe so.
Do we know? Michigan, Colorado State, and then, thank you, Josh, and then Longwood and Tennessee. 12:15 start tomorrow, Bridget. Longwood and UT 2:45, but Mix Madness, Bridget, we got to get people to sign up. We got a couple hundred people already in here.
That's right. Yeah, today's your last full day to get in on Mix Madness presented by Kia of Cleveland. So it is so easy to fill out your bracket and get in on this year's contest. Just go to mymix1041.com and get registered. We have the step-by-step instructions right there for you.
With Southern Heritage Bank, your wallet just got smarter. With a quick tap of your smartphone or smartwatch, use your MasterCard debit card to pay at millions of locations where mobile payments are accepted. In-store, in-app, or online, you get all the same benefits your debit card offers while using fast, easy, and safe one-tap checkouts with Google Pay, Apple Pay, and Samsung Pay. Your device, your choice. Southern Heritage Bank, a division of First Citizens National Bank. SouthernHeritageBank.com. Member FDIC.
All right, let's get a check of the streets right now. Don Ledford, Cleveland, Mix Highway Patrol report. How much we're going to put Debbie Melton down for? Put her down for a vehicle.
We'll wait to hear from her.
See if the Empty Stocking Fund will accept one of her vehicles. Of course not.
March is Chevy Truck Month at Don Ledford Chevrolet in Cleveland, where they say yes. Buyers of select new 21 and 22 Silverado light and heavy-duty trucks or 21 and 22 Colorado trucks get $1,000 toward eligible accessories or a $500 rebate. That's at Don Ledford Cleveland on North Lee Highway. We have no reports of any accidents this morning. Drive safely out there as you make your way in. We do have lots of rain in the area. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ridipest Mix line is 614-6499. This traffic report is brought to you by Waste Connections of Cleveland. They work with the communities and businesses they serve to make sure that all forms of waste are handled in ways that are reliable for their customers, safe for their employees, and respectful of the environment. Visit them online at wasteconnections-clevelandtn.com. We'll check your Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast coming up.
Let's get ready to rumble!
All right, it's time for the Hardee's Wake Up, and we've not given away a Hardee's combo. I'm not giving away one in a couple of weeks. That was out last week, but so here's what we're going to give away. We'll just take the first caller. We have a free combo from Hardee's and J&S Restaurants right now. Hardee's 2 for $5 panko breaded fish sandwiches are bagged for a limited time. A delicious panko breaded fish fillet topped with lettuce and creamy tartar sauce, served on a toasted seeded bun. Get yours today. Now, what you do, you take that tartar sauce and you put it on your biscuit. You say, Heartline, you're nuts. Well, yeah, it's true, but that would I'm all in on tartar sauce. Huh. I love tartar. I'm not a fish fan, but I love tartar sauce. But anyway, back to the panko breaded fish. They're 2 for $5 at Hardee's. And get a good breakfast this morning at Hardee's. I'll give you a free Hardee's combo right now at 614-6499. Here's where we're going, folks. Bob Kesling live from Indianapolis at 7:30. Senator Bill Hagerty. Hey, Austin, is your cord hooked up? Not the umbilical cord. Hey, Austin.
No, it's not.
He's not hooked up. Never mind. Well, I don't want. You know what? I didn't want to talk to him anyway. So, Bridget, I'll go to you. We have Kesling at 7:30. Senator Hagerty at 8. Governor Lee at 9.
Wow.
What is going on?
What a packed morning.
Senator Blackburn tomorrow.
Amazing.
And by the way, these people, well, not Kesling, but the highest ranking elected officials in the state, and they all call us.
They want to talk to you.
No,
Why?
they don't want to talk to me.
Why?
But we just think maybe we're in some kind of trouble.
That could be the case.
That's a possibility. Back in a moment.
Hardee's presents your break for Bacon Bite.
Steve, again?
Time out! Time out! Steve, maybe you can pick your bracket better than you shoot that basketball.
Sign up now to win hundreds of dollars in prizes in the Mix Madness contest. Visit mymix1041.com, presented by Kia of Cleveland.
Mix Madness with Mix 104.1 is easy as 1, 2, 3. Now get off my court.
At Mermaid Mattress, we try to buy from as many local vendors as we can. Our foam company that we buy from is here in Cleveland. Our spring maker, Leggett & Platt, is in Atlanta. Our wood comes from Kentucky. So it's all right here bordering the state of Tennessee. So we really are a local company.
We're here at Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland.
We are here with great service. We're here. We're here.
We're here.
We're here with great deals. We're here for you.
So come get huge Nissan savings when you shop Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland and Cleveland-Nissan today. Home of the exclusive lifetime warranty.
Wholesale Supply Group, you've heard the name for years. The experts trust them, and you should too. Whether you're building, remodeling, or just maintaining your home, Wholesale Supply Group has all the plumbing, electrical, and HVAC products you need to supply any project. With great brands like Delta, Kohler, Rinnai, Mansfield, Progress Lighting, Square D, GE, and Milwaukee, Wholesale Supply has everything you need. Check out the locations in Cleveland, Chattanooga, Athens, Dayton, Madisonville, Dalton, and Chatsworth. Online, wholesalesupply.us. And remember, Wholesale Supply is open to the public.
With crispy bacon and fluffy eggs and melty cheese. Ooh, Beast Mode doesn't have to stop for breakfast. Give in to the new Bacon Beast breakfast menu at Hardee's and feed your happy.
Save a bundle at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress. Furniture, mattresses, and decor. The more you buy, the more you save. Up to 40% off. Create a bundle, a sofa and chairs, end tables, a recliner, lamps and rugs, an entire room. Up to 40% off. Create a custom bundle and watch the savings grow. Up to 40% off. Look for Take Me Home Today tags. Bundle in-stock items. Special financing is available. Bundle and save at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress.
Let them handle your catering at 364-8251. Stop by Buddy's Barbecue. Well, they were loaded with people last night, I noticed. That's local hometown barbecue, Paula Parkway here in Cleveland. All right, Bridget, let's get a check of our Mermaid Mattress Weather Center right here. Going to talk with Barrett Painter coming up next. And this word, though, from Roger Pickett.
Now is the time to take advantage of 5 years interest-free financing when you purchase any Tempur-Pedic mattress set from this area's original Tempur-Pedic dealer, Mermaid Mattress.
All right, for today, we'll have rain throughout the day, a high of 65 and a low of 49 this evening. For tomorrow, partly cloudy, a high of 71 and a low of 47. And then we'll have more rain in on Friday with a high of 66. Your current Vascular Institute temperature is 50 degrees. This weather forecast is brought to you by Vehicles Direct, lifetime certified. Over 150 used cars on the lot at all times. Vehicles Direct, South Lee Highway in Cleveland, vehiclesdirect.com.
Coming up as part of sports here in about 10 minutes, the voice of the Volunteers, Bob Kesling, will join us. He's already in Indianapolis. Sadly, Bridget, someone told him the game was today, so he's already there. Probably had 3 cheeseburgers at this point. But anyway, we'll talk to Kesling coming up. Plus, top of the hour, we'll have Senator Hagerty and Governor Bill Lee at 9 o'clock this morning. Now, this is a great example, folks. Listening on the radio this morning, going where work, school, wherever you're going, and you want to go back and watch these interviews, that's mixtv.tv. Mixtv.tv. Bridget, a quick of our celebration list. What's happening?
Okay, happy birthday to Jessica Underwood today. Also, Melvin Flowers celebrated a birthday yesterday, works over at VEC. Laurie Williams was 56 yesterday. Abel Cotto is 3 years old today. That is from the family who loves him very much. Draco Wolf Pratt Simpson is 12 years old today. That is from his grandmother. Senator Mike Bell is celebrating his birthday today. And then Valanda Wright is also celebrating today. Her daughter called that in to us, who says she is a wonderful mom of 3 kids and a wonderful grandmother to 2 grandkids. Calling your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us. We'll take those on the volunteer Ritapest Mix line, 614-6499. You can go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app.
Judge Barrett Painter joins us this morning. Judge, how are you?
I'm doing great, Steve. How are you? And Bridget, how are you?
We're doing great. And Judge Painter, as you have been telling us, you want people to keep you in this judgeship. Tell us why. Why do you want to continue?
Absolutely. But let me remind you one thing before we start. The Mocs are in the tournament, too. My alma mater. So don't forget about the Mocs.
Well, we're not. And, Seth Davis on the CBS national broadcast Sunday night selection show had the Mocs UTC in the Sweet 16, he said.
Wow. Well, that was an amazing game when they made that last-second shot in overtime.
Unbelievable.
It was incredible.
We're not going to forget about them, I guarantee
incredible.
you.
So go Mocs.
There we go. I totally agree. Totally agree.
No, but, yes, Steve, the campaign's going great. We're out there telling people to keep Barrett Painter, your Sessions Civil Judge, which is on the ballot. It will be General Sessions Court Division I. So when you go to vote, look for General Sessions Court Division I and look for my name, Barrett Painter. So we've got signs galore out there, getting a lot of support. I got a message on Messenger yesterday or Sunday, one of those 2 days. Another person's reaching out to me to put signs out. So I'm just super excited about what's going on in the campaign and what we're doing in Sessions and Juvenile Court. It's truly amazing what we're doing in those 2 courts.
We're joined by Judge Barrett Painter, and what are you hearing from people? What are they really interested in? What are their concerns?
Steve, when you talk to people, there's a lot of confusion out there, as you know, about, okay, which Sessions judge are you running for? Well, there's 2 divisions. There's Division I, which is what I do, which is civil, juvenile, order protection, mental health court, and environmental court. And there's Division II, which is the criminal court. So people need to understand when they vote, it's not criminal, but it's General Sessions Court Division I and Division II. So look for that. But people are talking about what I do, what I've been doing since I've been judge, some of the changes that I've made, some of the programs that we're implementing. As you know, I'm speaking today at the Bradley County Women's Luncheon. Super excited about that. Can't wait. And you'll hear a lot more about what we're doing in juvenile court and in Sessions Court, too. We're making Sessions more efficient. We are getting people in and out. We are getting contested hearings done as quickly as possible. We have our centralized calendar system that's working great. I work great with our clerks. They're amazing. When I first took this job, as anytime you take a new job, it's always difficult because you don't know how it's going to work out. You don't know how you're going to mesh with the people. But our Sessions and juvenile clerks are just super people, and we've meshed well together, as well as the juvenile team that I have, that we have in Bradley County. And I'll say this, Bradley County is fortunate to have the clerks that work for Gala and our juvenile team that works through our juvenile department. We are truly blessed to have those individuals because they truly care about their job. They truly care about making courts more efficient, and our juvenile team truly cares about making and changing children's lives. So we are very fortunate in Bradley County.
We're joined by Judge Barrett Painter, who wants you to keep him in this judgeship. Judge, if you are elected to this position on May the 3rd, What are just a couple of things that maybe you'd like to do, or maybe a couple of goals taking office?
Well, it's when I get elected, by the way.
Okay.
But no, what we're doing right now is, since I took the bench October 1st, 2020, I've been working on some things. I've made some changes, like I said, in Sessions Court, but one of the big things we're doing in juvenile court is our mentorship program, and you'll hear a lot more about that. We had our first meeting February 28th, and it was truly amazing, the outreach of this community to try to help our children. And we had 17 community leaders show up for our first meeting for the mentorship program. It was a God thing. God's been putting that on my heart since day one, and it's finally coming to fruition. We're getting started. It's going to happen, and this is going to be something for not just for the children that come through juvenile court, but it's going to be for all the children of Bradley County. One great thing about our juvenile department is, and a lot of people don't know, you can walk in, if you're having an issue with a child, you can walk into our juvenile department and talk to some of our team to see if we can offer some help for them. And that's going to be part of this mentorship program. Parents can access it. Teachers or administrators at school, if they see a child that needs a mentor in their life, when they come to juvenile court. So it's going to grow, but it's going to be a program for all of Bradley County and all of the children of Bradley County. And it's truly, after starting May 4th, it's going to keep going forward because we're already starting it. We had our first meeting, like I said. We're meeting with another individual that was at this meeting that wants to take a leadership role in this. We had the Boys and Girls Club, Free to Fly, Haley Johnston. We had both superintendents there from the school systems, and that's saying a lot when you have both superintendents come. But it's truly amazing what's going on, and it's all because of God, because He's put me in this position, and we are working hard to change lives of the children in Bradley County, and we're working hard to make our courts more accessible and more efficient to the people of Bradley County.
Judge Barrett Painter, Judge, how can people get more information about your campaign?
You can go to my website, votebarrettpainter.com. You can go to my Facebook page, Keep Barrett Painter Judge. You can reach out to me. I tell people what my cell phone is. It's 716-1846. It's wide open. You can call me anytime, and I'll sit and talk to you about what we're doing. So just reach out to me. I'll be glad to sit down with anyone. I'll be glad to talk to anyone. I've got a great team in place. You can reach out to anybody on my team. But we're accessible. We want to be there for the people, and we want to make changes for the people.
Judge Barrett Painter, Judge, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Bridget. Y'all have a great day.
Thank you very much.
Go Vols, go Mocs.
That's right. Hey, here's an editor's note. Judge Painter alluded to the Bradley County Republican Women's Forum today. We will have live coverage of that forum at noon today. Now, here's another case, folks. If you can't watch it live, you can go back and watch it on demand. That is at noon today at the Elks Lodge, and that'll be on mixtv.tv. You'll have in the judges race, you'll have one of those races. There's the graphic if you're looking at us on Mixed TV right now. Thank you, Austin. Barrett Painter and Andrew Morgan. And then you have the DA's race, Steve Hatchett and Steve Crum. Stephen Hatchett and Steve Crum. All four will speak in a special 90-minute session today at the Bradley County Republican Women's Luncheon at the Elks Lodge. You can watch that live or go back and watch it at mixtv.tv. And that is coming up later today at noon. All right, we have a lot more to come. Stand by.
The Mix 104.1 News Desk, brought to you by
Dr. Eston Winger specializes in varicose vein surgery to help you live a fuller life.
Most everything that we do for varicose vein disease is done here in the office, and so a hospital stay is not required. We take most insurances here, and most vein procedures are covered by insurance, which most people don't realize. Or make an appointment, and I'd be happy to talk to you and evaluate your legs.
Schedule a consultation by phone, 423-472-5423.
More on that coming up. Other news this morning, emergency services responded to a fire in the house fire, the 2700 block of Henderson Avenue on Tuesday at around lunchtime. And the Bradley County Sheriff's Office arrested a man accused of breaking into a home in the northeastern part of Bradley County. That's the news update.
This news update brought to you by Cleveland Plywood Company, 2700 20th Street Northeast in Cleveland.
Good morning. Let's get a check of traffic here. This Don Ledford Cleveland Mixed Highway Patrol report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. March Mayhem is back at Don Ledford Buick GMC in Cleveland, where they say yes. This month, Buick and GMC are teaming up to offer the same great finance plans. You can get 0% APR financing for up to 36 months on any new 2022 Buick and most new 2022 GMCs. That's at Don Ledford Cleveland on North Lee Highway. We have no reports of any accidents this morning. Drive safely out there. We do have rain in the area. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ritapest mix line is 614-6499. This traffic report is brought to you by Southland Finance, located on Keith Street near Chick-fil-A here in Cleveland. Call them at 423-458-3007, online at southlandfinance.net. We'll check your Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast coming up.
And
you need money overnight? Check into cash. Your time is tight.com. Bank account's too low? Check into cash. So where do you go.com. Do it online in a record time. It's the easy way to get money next day. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. You can be sure it's secure from our bank straight to yours. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. Boom, boom.
I am Cleveland Ford. I am Cleveland. I am Cleveland Ford. I am Cleveland.
I am Doug Vierthaler, General Manager of Cleveland Ford. And together,
we are Cleveland Ford.
Abra Auto Body and Glass takes the hassle out of auto body repairs. We work with all major insurance carriers. Abra Auto Body and Glass has 5 locations to serve you better in Chattanooga, Hickson, and here in Cleveland on South Lee Highway. Call 478-2700 in Cleveland to schedule an appointment or check out all their services at abraauto.com.
I choose Direct Primary Care Associates because of the relationship that I've developed with my care team.
They take me directly back and start evaluating my needs.
I choose Direct Primary Care Associates because of its flexibility, and so should you.
DPCA. Practice made perfect.
Lifetime Certified is the new buzz in town for Vehicles Direct. 12-month, 12,000-mile comprehensive warranty. Lifetime powertrain warranty. Complimentary maintenance for 1 year. Certified pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Love it or leave it, satisfaction guaranteed. Best trade-in value in town. Kelly Blue Book Buy Center. Vehicles Direct, South Lee Highway in Cleveland at APD 40. Visit vehiclesdirect.com.
I told my son to find me the nicest place to live in Cleveland. He said, Dad, there's only one place, and that's Garden Plaza. And I moved into the patio home. Everybody knows your name from day one, and there's something to do all day long if you want to participate in it. You cannot possibly be bored at Garden Plaza. It is just great, and their food is outstanding. It's out of this world. And I'm so happy I'm here. Garden Plaza is it for
Indianapolis. 22 before the hour.
Thank you to all the families that have and continue to purchase all your mattress needs from locally owned Mermaid Mattress. Keeping your dollars local is important, and so is buying from a family, not a firm.
Your Mermaid Mattress Weather Center. Rain all over the area here. Be careful out there. Leave a little early if you're still at home this morning. 64 for the high. But boy, it's nice tomorrow to officially begin NCAA March Madness. 72 tomorrow. 49 tomorrow night. And now this from Aubrey's.
Aubrey's of Cleveland offers some of the most fresh and delicious foods in East Tennessee. Stop in tonight for dinner or order online at aubreysrestaurant.com. Click the Cleveland location and order there.
Did you know the Town Squire has tux rentals? Yes, they do. For weddings, proms, and special occasions. Come in and check out their tux department. The Town Squire's been offering tux rentals for over 4 decades. Pick out a traditional style or a fashion trending tux in slim or ultra slim fit. They have it all. The Town Squire has the latest colors and styles to fulfill your rental needs for formal attire. They offer t-shirts to tuxedos at the Town Squire. Since 1977 to fulfill your clothing needs. The Town Squire. Stewart Park Plaza, Keith Street, Cleveland, Tennessee. The shop that appreciates the customer. All right. right, it's the CHI Memorial Sports Desk. CHI Memorial, imagine better health. Sports brought to you by the Town Squire. Going to be joined by Bob Kesling here in just a second, live from Indianapolis. And speaking of Indianapolis, Indiana defeated Wyoming last night. We're joined by Josh Rogers, co-host Rocky Top Review. Indiana will play St. Mary's on Thursday. NCAA first four last night.
Yeah, it was a good game. Indiana kind of just took it at Wyoming. Everybody thought that Wyoming had a chance going into the game, but it definitely wasn't that way.
The Battle of Texas Southern over A&M Corpus Christi, and well, Southern now gets to play a number one seed in the Midwest, Kansas. Tonight, first four continues. Bryant, their first appearance ever in the tournament, will take on Wright State at 6:40 in Dayton, Ohio. Notre Dame and Rutgers at 9:10 tonight. Both games on True TV. Josh, a story that you're definitely following. The Braves have now signed first baseman Matt Olson, formerly of the Oakland Athletics, 8 years, $168 million.
Yeah, and the sad part about that is that obviously Freddie Freeman's probably gone and most likely will be. That's not an official thing yet, but when you sign somebody for 8 years and you sign somebody for $130 million, that he's kind of the future of the franchise. And Matt Olson, he's an Atlanta native, went to Parkview High School, which Parkview, I grew up playing against Parkview my whole life, and he's a local kid, and welcome home, and hopefully he'll be a big help for the Braves.
Hey, Bob, are you a Braves fan?
No, I'm a Reds fan.
Bob is from Ohio. Where are you from in Ohio?
Dayton.
You're from Dayton, Ohio?
Right.
I had no idea. Are you friends with Marty Brenneman?
Yeah, big friends.
I love Marty. I know Marty, actually.
Tell people who Marty is.
Marty Brenneman, one of the legendary voices of the Cincinnati Reds. And when they came to Chattanooga and played the Lookouts at Ingalls Stadium in about, the only way I remember it was a day that Waco happened. Everybody was going for the players, and I went for Marty Brenneman. We've been friends ever since. I think, what was it, in the 90s or early 2000, 98, something like that? I don't know.
Yeah, Marty was a great baseball announcer, obviously in the Hall of Fame, but also he did the NCAA tournament on radio for years.
Yep.
In fact, he called had the game with Duke Leitner. I mean, and the Duke and Leitner shot to beat Kentucky. He was calling that game, so he was great baseball. He used to do the Virginia Squires with Dr. J.
ABA.
And, that's where he started, and then he was the voice of the Tidewater Tides. And when Al Michaels left Cincinnati, left doing the Reds games, and then he went out west to do the Giants, then they hired Marty Brenneman. And that's where it started. He stayed with the Reds for 46 years or something like that. So
good guy. Him and Nuxall, and of course Al now going to Amazon for about $12 million a year. So anyway,
That's all.
Well, it'll be all right. And then you got your buddy Joe Buck, old hair plugs. Yeah. And Aikman going to ESPN, announcing that today.
Well, let's back up. You got something against hair plugs?
Well, no, I have something against Joe Buck because he's awful.
Worst announcer ever.
Well.
I mean, he's not his dad, Jack, at least. Well, you don't like Jack either. Josh Rogers here, by the way, Bob.
Good morning, Mr. Kesling.
Jack Buck. Good morning. Jack Buck was one of the greatest of all times. And Joe, you don't last as long as Joe Buck lasts to be awful. You need to be a little more understanding or a little bit more objective. Joe Buck, you don't sign a guy for millions of dollars if he's awful. He's not awful.
He's terrible.
He might not be your cup of tea, but yours is a strange cup of tea.
Now, let me say this, Bob, and I text you this. You and Bert, I mean, top level, one of the best basketball broadcasts I've ever heard in my life. Sunday afternoon, yes. I listened to the whole thing on our app, which I'm told by fax we can't do anymore beginning now. But anyway, that's fine.
We can't.
Well, that's a whole other story. But anyway, you guys just did a tremendous job, and I hate to brag on you. In the SEC Men's Championship, Bob, congratulations. You and Bert were spot on, buddy. You were great.
Well, I appreciate that. I'm waiting for the other foot to drop here.
No, you guys were great.
Well, I appreciate it. We had a good time, and the whole turn. Well, you know, when your team is playing at this high level, I mean, the games are fun, and they should be fun to broadcast, and because you go in with such high expectations, and you know, you jump out on top of somebody 14-0, and that is fun. So, yeah, it was. We really enjoyed it, and got to talk to. And the one thing that was really neat about it was the celebration after the game, and we were able to get a bunch of the players to come over and join us on the air. And Rick Barnes came over, and you could just see the joy on their face because they really worked hard to get this. And now you've got to turn the page quickly. That's one thing about this tournament. After you have all the high of winning the SEC, you've got to turn the page and get focused for the NCAA tournament because one bad performance knocks you out. And Tennessee found that out last year when they lost to Oregon State here in Indianapolis, so they don't want to do that again.
We're joined by Bob Kesling, voice of the Volunteers, and I've asked Josh Rogers to come in and ask the real questions. Josh, co-host of Rocky Top Review, and of course, I'm just here, of course, for the comedy. Kesling, now Senator.
Wait, comedy? Oh my God! You call this comedy? Holy moly!
Senator Bill Hagerty at 8 a.m. to which Bob told me last night that the senator at 8, the governor at 9. He said, if I make fun of them like I do him, they could have me arrested. So
probably should.
Yeah, I agree. Should. Josh, over to you, buddy.
Well, I just have a couple questions, Mr. Kesling. One of them is...
call him Mr. Kesling. That's annoying.
Yeah. So there's been a lot of talk on the television about Tennessee and about their seeding and their rank. Who do you, in your opinion, what is the bigger snub of this bracket? Is it Tennessee at 3 or Texas A&M playing the way that they did during the SEC tournament and not getting in?
Well, there was all kinds of snubs in this tournament, and when you look at it, you could make a strong argument for several teams that should have gotten in, and you can make a couple strong arguments of teams that shouldn't have gotten in. You know, a lot of people didn't think Indiana deserved to get in. A lot of people don't think Michigan deserved to get in. I mean, they were 17-14. And had some horrible losses. So there's a lot of factors that go into this. Tennessee probably should have been a 2. When you would think that winning the SEC tournament would carry some weight. But when realistically, you know, it was interesting. I was on the team plane. We were flying back, and we had one of those planes with the TVs in the back of the chairs, you know. And so we were all watching the selection show on TV. And I was really kind of interested to see what the reaction would be when their seed came out, whatever the seed would be. And so number 3 pops up in Longwood, and there was no reaction at all. I mean, the guys didn't. There was no hooting and hollering or booing or cheering or nothing. And so it's almost like, okay, they kind of and within about 3 minutes, Rick Barnes had walked back to the SID. Tom Sakoviak was sitting next to me. And he walked back and said, "Tell me what you know about Longwood." And then he went back to his seat. So that was the reaction. And you know, when you look at it, Tennessee got a good draw. I mean, you can't complain about the draw. And in the NCAA tournament, once you get past the first game, you're going to have a tough game anyway. So you know, there's no reason to moan and groan and belabor the point. Just be thankful that you're in the NCAA tournament. You know, there were years that Tennessee didn't make the NCAA tournament. There are a lot of teams out there that would love to be in the NCAA tournament. So you just, okay, that's our seed, let's go play. And I think that's the way Tennessee's approaching it.
You know what I take from the answer, by the way, which we took several naps during your answer, but the one thing I take from your answer, Mr. Kesling, as Josh refers to you, is that Rick Barnes came to you and asked you what you knew about law. So you're now in charge of scouting for the UT men's basketball program? What's going on here?
You were sleeping Beauty, because you didn't listen to the answer at all. And he didn't walk back to me. He walked back to the SID.
Oh, okay. Well, I was trying to build the clock while you told me what time it was. We're joined by Bob Kesling, the voice of the Volunteers. Hey, Bob, real quick, and we got a very nice thing happen here. Lynn Jones Foundation. Lynn Jones, longtime UT supporter and big-time friend of the university right here in Cleveland. He has donated 4 tickets to tomorrow's game. We're taking bids for the Empty Stocking Fund. That's our Christmas fund. Session 1 tomorrow in Indianapolis. These 4 tickets will get you to see Michigan and Colorado State at 12:15, and then UT and Longwood at 2:45. They're row 11 midcourt in Indianapolis. Wow. Yeah, it's pretty nice. And Lynn's a great guy. Bid stands at $400 right now. You can call us. Bob's on the mix line, so call 472-6511. That's right, Bob. We cannot afford any type of rollover situation with the phone. So just call 472-6511, but 400's the bid right now. Josh, back over to you.
Sure, and Mr. Kesling kind of answered my second question about what is.
Sure, answered your third and your fourth, but go right ahead.
He just did the second, but kind of what the sentiment was or the feeling around the players having that 3 seed and then going to play a Longwood. But do they kind of have a chip on their shoulders, because forever the national media, especially during the SEC championship, realistically all they talked about how great Kentucky was or how great some of these other teams that were playing were, and kind of didn't really see Tennessee as someone who was going to make it to that championship. And then the way that they played against Texas A&M was just an unbelievable start to finish game.
I think the fans pay more attention to that stuff than the players do. I think the players just want to get ready for the next game. That's kind of the way Rick Barnes has got their mindset. I think that's the way they approach things. They don't look ahead. They just take the next team that's on the schedule. It doesn't do any good to sit around and think you got snubbed or you got this or you got that or this media guy said this or somebody on Twitter said this. That's not going to change the game once they tip it off. You got to go play. And I think that's how this team has approached everything. I think they've really done a good job of taking it game by game, and that's how they're going to take it in this NCAA tournament. They're just going to approach it as who's next up and let's go beat them. And I think that's a great attitude to have.
I've got 2 final questions for you. One is about the actual team, and the other is a personal question about you.
That'll be good. Let's go to that one.
Looking down the road, say they get the Tennessee, as we all hope, they get past Longwood. What do you think the biggest challenge for Tennessee going down to try to get into the Final Four here is?
Well, they've got a couple of teams they've seen before that would be on the radar. That would be Villanova and Arizona, so you know how they've matched up against those 2 teams. And then Michigan is, I would think they would beat Colorado State, but you never know in this tournament. Michigan's kind of a wild card. I mean, Michigan has really played some horrendous games this year, but then they suddenly have come on and played pretty well second half of the Big Ten season. They've got talent. They've got some athletes, so Michigan will be a tough team to get by. I'm telling you guys, when you get past the first round, anybody can beat you. When you get to the round of 32, if you don't play well, you'll get beat, because that just happens in this tournament. So I think that they got to get by Longwood first. Longwood's an interesting story. They're from the Big South. They've never been in this tournament. I don't know if you've read any articles about their coach, but their Greg Aldridge was a basketball player at Hampton-Sydney. He had bladder cancer when he was playing. He got out. He was a coach for a year, but he got accepted to Virginia Law School. So he went to law school. He was a big-time lawyer down in Houston for 16 years, and he started his own oil company. He was making about $800,000 a year, and then he accepted a job as an assistant coach at Hampton-Sydney for $32,000 a year and became a basketball coach. So he has this great, illustrious business career, but he wants to coach basketball. And he's taken this Longwood team, and this is his 4th year. He's got them in the NCAA tournament, so it's a great story. This Longwood team is going to be one that's going to come out. They're going to shoot the 3. Their philosophy is let it fly. They're not very big. Their biggest guy is 6'8". They got a bunch of guards. They're going to spread the floor, and they're going to shoot 3s. And one of the downsides is Tennessee's got a big team. So now suddenly you're going to have Huntley Hatfield and all those guys out there chasing guards. Uros Plavšić is going to have to be out there chasing a guy that's wants to shoot 3-point shots. So it'll be an interesting challenge. Tennessee should win, but it'll be an interesting challenge. Again, this Longwood team, they've only lost one game since before Christmas.
Yeah.
So this is a team that has really been on a roll, and Tennessee better not be looking past them. Tennessee better be looking at Longwood to get started.
Can I ask my personal question?
Please,
Is that
please
okay?
do. Yeah, and then we got Senator Hagerty on deck.
Sure. Mr. Kesling, what do you enjoy? This is about radio broadcasting. What have you enjoyed more, or what do you enjoy more? Calling an SEC men's basketball championship like you did, because I'm like Steve. I listen to you when you call basketball games or football games. I don't listen to the announcers on ESPN or wherever they're playing. Do you enjoy that more, or do you enjoy calling a game in Neyland Stadium? Tennessee versus Ole Miss, or Tennessee versus Alabama, whatever it is. Which one do you enjoy personally more?
Well, they're both special. I mean, I never take for granted getting to sit in that seat and calling these games. I enjoy them both. I mean, I played football, so that's a little bit of a different feeling. But basketball, I was on the JV team in basketball in high school, Steve. I didn't get off the bench very often, but I was a JV guy. Yeah. So, but I've always loved basketball. Growing up in Dayton, Dayton's got a really proud basketball tradition. Mm-hmm. So you had to be a basketball fan growing up there with the Flyers and everything. And
Charles Little from Cleveland High School, played at Dayton.
Dan Patrick,
that's right.
Radio. Mm-hmm. Dan Patrick, I think, played at Dayton.
Dan Patrick played there apparently. Yeah, your buddy.
Yeah, Dan Patrick is that. But anyway, so I've always been a basketball fan. I enjoy them both. If you don't like what you're doing, you ought to go do something else. So they're different. Football's different. Football, I've always said there's a little more pressure in football because you never know when the next great play in Tennessee football history is going to come along, and you better be ready and be prepared. In basketball, there's always another dunk or there's always another 3-point shot. There's a lot of those in a game. But you only have a chance to call championships every so often in basketball. So, again, and that's why I think Bert and I were both so jacked up on Sunday, just knowing this is history and this is pretty special. And so it's you like them both. I mean, that's why you get in this business.
Bob Kesling, voice of the Vols, and he and Bert Bertelkamp tomorrow, Thursday, as we begin officially March Madness, the UT men and Longwood, 2 o'clock pregame, tip-off at 2:45. Talk 101.3 The Buzz, presented by Tennessee Valley Federal Credit Union. Well, so what are you doing today? Just walking around Indianapolis taking pictures? What's going on?
We are going to get up here. I'm actually going over some notes right now.
I'm sure.
You interrupted me.
A lot of notes here.
And
reading the Bible.
So I'm finishing up my stat sheet, and then got some questions I've got to find out when I go over.
Yeah.
Bert and I are going to walk over and start watching. They start doing practices at 10.
Yeah.
And over at the arena, so we'll walk. We're about 4 blocks from the arena. We'll walk over there and watch Michigan and Longwood and Tennessee work out, and then maybe head over to the Speedway and run a few laps at the Indy 500.
Bob Kesling.
Jump a fence and find a car and take off for a while.
Well, I'm bidding on these tickets to try to come up there to watch that game.
Yeah,
so I might try to see you up there tomorrow if I can win.
There you go. Well, you bring your wire cutter. We can get through the fence a little easier.
He's got one at Wholesale Supply Group. All right.
Yeah,
there we go. Bob, hey, thank you, buddy, and we'll be listening to you tomorrow.
Okay, listen, enjoy the tournament. This is a special time of the year. And, and I'm trying to tell Tennessee fans again, don't be upset about this 3 seed. It's over. Enjoy this tournament. Relish the fact that Tennessee's in it, because you don't make it every year. And you need to enjoy every single game in it, because this is special. This could be a special run. And, the team has never been to the Final Four. It's only been to the Elite Eight one time. So enjoy this run, because you don't get it every year. So have fun with the tournament. Hope you guys have a good day and enjoy it. And, Steve, you're actually – I'm still stunned that you actually said something nice about me. That's got me taken back a little bit.
Should I tell him, Josh?
Yeah.
It was the only station I could get. So I'm kidding.
I've had that one on.
I had a woman tell me one time. She said, "Boy, I love your station. It's the only one I can get." Bob, thanks so much.
Hey, you got time for one last story? I'll let you.
Yeah, Senator Hagerty can wait. He's fine. Go ahead.
He ain't got nothing going on.
No.
Go ahead.
I was doing the Lady Vol basketball games way back in the day, and we're playing at Stokely Athletic Center. And I walk in Stokely, and I look over to my right, and there's Dave Bristol. And if you guys remember, Dave Bristol used to be the manager of the Braves.
Yes,
he was the manager when Ted Turner came out of the press box, put a uniform on, and started managing.
Yeah, that's
Dave
right.
Bristol was the manager of the, but he was also the manager of the Reds before he brought up Johnny Bench and some of those guys. Well, he's standing in the lobby, and Dave was a pretty distinctive-looking guy. And I went over. I said, "You're Dave Bristol, aren't you?" I was walking in to get ready to do the game. He said, "Yeah, I'm Dave Bristol." I said, "Well, I introduced myself." He said, "I know who you are." I said, "Well, how do you know who I am?" He said, "I watch you every night on television." "You do?" He said, "Yeah, I just live over the mountain at Andrews." He said, "We get Channel 10 every single night on TV." And I said, "Well, wow, that's pretty nice." And he said, "Yeah, you do a really good job." I said, "Well, what are you doing here?" He said, "My daughter Chrissy plays on the Clemson basketball team." And he said, I said, "Well, I saw that Bristol, but I didn't know that was your daughter." "Yeah, it's my daughter." I said, "She's playing really good." I said, "Well, that'll be exciting." And he said, "Okay, Bob, keep doing a good job." I said, "Well, thanks a lot, Dave." He said, "Well, don't get too excited. You're the only station we can get in Andrews."
Bob Kesling.
Puts it in perspective, doesn't it?
And have fun, Bob. We appreciate it, buddy.
Okay, guys. All right.
The voice of the Volunteers, Bob Kesling.
It's always great talking to him.
I mean, how long we got? I mean, is he filibustering Senator Hagerty? Is that what's happening here?
It's not like we don't have to talk about Hagerty about anything. Just President Zelensky from the Ukraine is going to be talking to Congress here in a little while.
Absolutely. He'll be hearing from him. All right, quickly, Mix Madness presented by Kia of Cleveland. Folks, you're down to the final full day. Register for free at mymix1041.com, presented by Kia of Cleveland. Join Dwayne Williams live, Kia of Cleveland, coming up on Thursday, tomorrow, with that live broadcast. We've got a bunch of activities happening there, and you can win thousands of dollars in cash and prizes. Going to be joined by Senator Bill Hagerty in about 20 seconds.
Broadcasting from the Kia of Cleveland studios, this is Talk 101.3 The Buzz, WCLE, HD2 and 101.3 FM, W267BI Cleveland.
Hours presented by Best Buy Metals, making sure the top of your house is the best it can be. BestBuyMetalRoofing.com.
Fox News is next, presented by Capital Tire Service in downtown Cleveland.
Good morning, everybody. 2 minutes after 8 o'clock, we go live to Washington, D.C., and Senator Bill Hagerty. Senator, good morning.
Good morning. Good to be with you, Steve.
Senator, it is great to have you this morning. So much happening. It's really unbelievable. But I do want to begin, Senator, with this Ukraine situation. I understand you're going to be hearing from the president of Ukraine later today. Is that correct?
Yes, he's going to be speaking with us in just under an hour's time now.
What do you expect him to say? I mean, I know what we've read this morning and the reports.
Well, I very much expect him to say a lot of what he said the last time when I was on the call with him. He addressed the Senate a couple of weeks ago. He will certainly talk about the fight that the Ukrainians are putting forth, the spirit of the Ukrainians. But he'll also ask for everything we can possibly get. He'll ask for air cover. He'll ask for equipment, material, a lot of the stuff that's on the way. I'm sure he'll encourage us to make certain it gets there as quickly as possible. But I think the thing that I've been most struck by, and I'm sure it'll come across today as well, is the inspirational figure that he has become. And part of it, Steve, I think, is the fact that not only are the people in Ukraine inspired by him, but the people around the world are. We've been locked down for more than 2 years now, Steve, and people see they see a nation fighting for liberty and freedom while we've been starved for our liberty and our freedom. And I think that's just inspired people in a way that few expected, certainly not Vladimir Putin.
We're joined by Senator Bill Hagerty live from the nation's capital. Senator, how far do you believe the United States should go in supporting the Ukraine?
Well, I'm going to have classified briefings this week to get a better sense for the picture on the ground. But I've got some encouraging news for our listeners. I think we're going to find out that the rockets that we've been providing have been very effective. And I think we're also going to find out that Vladimir Putin is grossly miscalculated. If you think about it, Steve, you remember Putin meeting with President Xi in China at the opening of the Olympics. I'm certain, although I wasn't there, I'm certain that discussion revolved around what was going to happen in Ukraine, that Putin was looking for support from Xi, that Xi wouldn't block this on the Security Council. I also feel certain that Putin cut an advantageous below-market deal for natural gas for China. Putin very likely told President Xi that this would only be a matter of days. He'd retake Ukraine, he would divide NATO, he would put the United States on its heels. That would all be good for Xi because Xi's designs on Taiwan, we all know. That hasn't worked out this way. I also would say this. It's clear that Putin was told by Xi to wait till after the Olympics because they didn't enter Ukraine until the day after the Olympics were completed. And what happened, it's taken much longer. We're now, 21, 22 days into this. And the weather is warming there. The ground is thawing. They're moving through marshland that, when it's thawed, is 5 feet of mud deep. That's why you've seen these long lines are basically a massive traffic jam where these armored vehicles can't get off the road, Steve. They're like sitting ducks. Once the first vehicle in the line is hit, the rest of them are stuck. So it's been a massive miscalculation by Putin. He's lost a lot of fighters. He's lost a lot of equipment. And I think he's got himself into a serious jam because the Ukrainian people are fighting back hard.
President Zelensky will speak to a joint session of Congress at 10 o'clock Eastern Time this morning. We're joined by Senator Bill Hagerty live from the nation's capital. Let's go closer to home here, Senator. Inflation at the highest level in 40 years, the report last week. It is obviously affecting Tennesseans. It's affecting people here at home.
Well, that is absolutely right. But let me be clear about this inflation and how we got here. I know that the White House is trying to spin this as Vladimir Putin's price increase. But the numbers that we're seeing are February numbers. These numbers have very little Russia impact. The inflationary impact of Biden's policies began the day he took office, when he began to wage war on the oil and gas industry right here in America. Oil prices had already gone up significantly before this war with Ukraine was ever initiated by Russia. So what we've seen is a lot of spin coming from the White House. But when they dumped the stimulus money back in March of 2021, when they dumped all that stimulus money into the market, inflation began to take off when they started literally on day one, as I said, cutting off the Keystone XL pipeline, halting leases for natural gas and oil here, both onshore and offshore. They began a process that has set off a spiral, an inflationary spiral in America that hasn't stopped. At the same time, this is what is so ironic and so aggravating. The inflation that they created for energy prices here in America also has impacted world markets for energy. And the biggest beneficiary of that has been Vladimir Putin, because Russia is a major producer of energy. So this windfall that he's received from better energy prices has been what he's used to fund the war on Ukraine. We're funding his war machine. And that is not where we should be. We could turn this around tomorrow if Joe Biden would just come out and announce we're going to reopen the Keystone XL pipeline. We're going to open up ANWR in Alaska. We're going to start drilling again here in America. We could become energy independent very, very quickly, and we could bring this inflation down very, very fast.
We're joined by Senator Bill Hagerty, and if you folks don't know, the senator is a former state commissioner of economic and community development, and that was really my next question. What would you do in that case? But you've answered that question, Senator.
Yeah, that is certainly focusing back on energy independence again. Not only would it help our economic security, but it would help our national security, Steve. If you think about it, Biden has now made us dependent on other nations that don't have our best interest at heart. We have to now import our oil. And just beyond belief, he sent a team to Venezuela, to Maduro, a murderer who is on American sanctions list. He went to Venezuela. He's talking to Iran. He's talking to the Middle East. He's trying to get these countries to release more oil. He'd rather deal with murderers and terrorists than with American drillers. And it's just amazing to me that this is the way they're turning rather than to the obvious answer. And Joe Manchin gets this. He's calling on them to do it. The obvious answer is to get back in the energy business here in America. We don't have enough, access to renewable energy at this point in time, and we're dependent on China for the equipment to do that. It's beyond belief that they would make us dependent on nations like China, Iran, and Venezuela rather than turn back to our own strength right here in America.
Joined by Senator Bill Hagerty. I only have a couple of minutes left. So much going on, but I do want to mention one other thing here that you have urged the president to take action to lower the record high fertilizer prices that are affecting farmers and consumers. Tell me about that, Senator.
Well, fertilizer is a critical input for all of our farmers in agriculture, and Tennessee is a major agriculture state. And Russia is a key producer of fertilizer, and many of the necessary inputs, again, include using natural gas. If we increase U.S. gas production, that will help ease that component of cost. There's also a cross-border vaccine mandate. People that transport, these fertilizer have to be transported into America. We need to kill that vaccine mandate so that we don't limit the supply chains. There's a possibility for a Canadian Pacific Railway strike. We need to get engaged in that to try to prevent that from happening. We need to make it easier to get phosphate and potash here, and we can do that by putting them on the Department of Interior's list of critical minerals. And then there are a number of export permits that we should and could approve at the Department of Energy, but they're sitting on those. These are export permits for LNG that could be used as inputs, again, to fertilizer. So there are a number of things that the Biden administration could do overnight almost that would ease the cost on the input factors for fertilizer and ease our ability to get them into the United States to utilize them.
All right, Senator Hagerty, one final thing, and some would call it a surprise yesterday. The United States Senate, a bill sponsored by your colleague, Senator Marco Rubio, approved keeping the time we're on now, daylight savings time, permanent. United States Senate passed this yesterday. It now goes to the House of Representatives. What do you think will happen here?
I think there's a very good chance it'll pass. I can tell you my kids are excited about it. So I think there's a very good chance it'll pass. The timing is great too. People like the fact that they've got an extra hour of sunlight now in the evening. So I'm optimistic that will pass.
Senator, I know that you're very busy. Thank you so much for spending some time with us this morning. We really appreciate it.
Certainly, Steve. Always great to be with you.
Thank you, sir. United States Senator Bill Hagerty, live from the nation's capital. It truly is a very, a big period in the next couple of days for interviews. We have the three highest elected officials in our state joining us. You just heard Senator Bill Hagerty. Later this morning at 9 o'clock, the governor, Bill Lee, will join us live. And then tomorrow morning at 8 a.m., we're going to be joined by Senator Marsha Blackburn. I don't know. And by the way, where is Bridget? You know, these interviews happen and you disappear like the rapture, which, by the way, you don't have to worry a thing about.
I'm right here.
I mean, what do you like, your pastor in Cabo? I mean, what's going on here?
Maybe.
Well, former pastor.
It's on my break.
So one would put, so we say we have the three highest elected officials in the state. Thank you, Mrs. Hartline. And if Mrs. Hartline likes it, we know we've done something. But that are coming on. But we'd have to put Bob Kesling. I mean, he's the highest elected, and by the way, no one elected him, nor would they, voice of the Vols. And by the way, he's still talking on the other line. We could not get him to stop talking.
He had a lot to say.
I mean, he was filibustering Hagerty. I don't love Bob. That's a strong word. I like Bob.
We love
But he
Bob.
just wouldn't stop talking. Steve, do you have time for another story? He's just sitting up there in his hotel room in Indianapolis. What does he care?
I don't know anybody else like that.
We had Hagerty
talking.
And listen, Dwayne is a senior citizen. Let's not make fun of Dwayne Williams.
Oh, man.
Hey, Austin, did we hook him up yet?
I don't think so.
Is his cord hooked up?
Yes, boss.
There
Yes,
he
it is. Wow.
Hey, I mean, what were the odds? I mean, we're now in a gambling world. What were the odds that Bob Kesling was going to stop talking? And is he on the other line still talking?
I think that's the most dangerous thing around here is to see you gambling.
That was not the question. I'm talking about Kesling because he talked right up until, Hagerty was on hold. He was filibustering Bill Hagerty. What's going on?
Well, I was enjoying listening to Bob Kesling.
No, you weren't. You're back there prying your eyes open with toothpicks. I don't know. Well, apparently he's not going to say anything. Good Lord, was it Austin on the cheating Chadwick, as we're now calling him? Is he now on the UT payroll?
Sounds like
What's going on? Speaking of cheating.
This news brought to you by the Mark Shepard Agency of Shelter Insurance. Call 910-9393. 910-9393.
By the way, the Josh Rogers song count for this morning since 7 a.m. stands at 0. So welcome to Talk Radio. Well, what are we going to do? We got all these people, all very high-profile people.
They're all important, yes.
All important. But Kesling is still talking on the other line.
Hey, Michael Mayfield, right?
Well, that's not very nice, Bridget. Why would you say that about our friend Michael Mayfield?
Say that all the time.
I've never said that. What's the matter with you? Let's start hitting on poor old Michael Mayfield, who, by the way, he's been in the kitchen for 1 year. Good morning, Scotty Mayfield. All right, over to you.
All right, this Don Ledford Cleveland Mix Highway Patrol Report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. It's time for Don Ledford's March Mayhem pre-owned sales event. Did you know that Don Ledford has over 190 quality pre-owned vehicles available right now, and over 150 of them are SUVs and trucks?
Michael Mayfield.
That's it. Don Ledford Cleveland on North Lee Highway. We have no reports of any accidents this morning. Drive safely out there. We do have rain in the area. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ridipest mix line is 614-6499.
So here's the deal. Now it's 8:15, and here's what we got going on. Oh, okay. Lynn Jones, wonderful, wonderful man, wonderful testimony, has the Lynn Jones Foundation. And Lynn, under the direction of the president of the foundation, Chase Lawson, sadly will not admit who his father is. He'll tell you his mother's Connie, but says his dad, Sheriff Lawson's too mean to Steve Hartline. Anyway, and I agree with that. Thank you, Chase. Never said that. Has given us so here's the deal. You got 4 tickets to tomorrow in Indianapolis, Indiana. Now, I do realize that it would take a little doing here, but listen to this. So if you're just joining us, we have 4 tickets donated to us. Thank you, Lynn Jones and Chase Lawson, from the Lynn Jones Foundation. 4 tickets to tomorrow, Session 1 in Indianapolis, Michigan. So 4 tickets, row 11, Midcourt. Michigan, Colorado State at 12:15. And then Tennessee Longwood at 2:45. So here's what Lynn told Stephen Shelton. Shelton made the announcement at 7 o'clock. Is in fact, they're going to take bid. We're taking bids, and all the money's going to the Empty Stocking Fund. I know it's March, but it's never too early to plan for a party for children, over 1,000 children at Christmas ever. So you could accomplish 2 things here. If you've got a big UT fan that you know, and I'm sure you do or you are, and it's about a 6.5 hour, of course I'd drive in about 4.5 to Indianapolis. You could go to Indianapolis tomorrow, see Juwan Howard and his Michigan Wolverines, and see if he punches anybody in the face. I'd love for him to punch Blake Beer in the face, noted Michigan fan. Against Colorado State at 12:15, and then see UT and Longwood at 2:45. So here's what we're doing. We're taking bids, all the money going to the Empty Stocking Fund. Call me now, 614-6499. Now, this could be a gift for somebody. It's tomorrow, okay? Now, we have, so the bid right now is at $400. Where's Kim Stone? Can he not auction these off?
I'm sure he'd be glad to.
Cam, where are you? So 614-6499. The bid stands at $400. Now, you talk about special. Going to the NCAA tournament, Indianapolis, Indiana, and then what you're doing is all your money is going to the Empty Stocking Fund. 614-6499 is the number. 614-6499 is the number. And the volunteer Red Pass Mix line. Bridget, quickly, we need to mention Mix Madness. We're in the final full day of sign-up. Presented by Kia of Cleveland. Tell me about that.
That's right. Just go to our website, mymix1041.com. We have step-by-step instructions right there for how to get in on this year's Mix Madness presented by Kia of Cleveland. We have prizes to give away after each round, and it's always a lot of fun. So go online, pick your bracket, and that is at mymix1041.com. We're going to be live at Kia of Cleveland coming up tomorrow afternoon. Dwayne will be there with John Davis, General Manager at Kia of Cleveland, from 3 to 5. The Kona Ice Truck will be out there, a hot dog food truck. They're going to have cornhole out there. Just a great time tomorrow afternoon from 3 to 5, celebrating the first day of Mix Madness.
Morning to Dr. Jeff Lovingood, who's either listening or watching, and he's noting the guest lineup of having the senator, the governor, the voice of the Vols, and the senior senator tomorrow. Jeff, look, buddy, I think we're in trouble. I think we've done something wrong.
They're coming after us.
I think they're coming at, well, it's Bridget.
Yeah.
Look at her. She's a criminal.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Ashley RF coming in. We'll get her thoughts on the Bachelor finale last night. Right. It's unbelievable. It truly was history-making. I know nobody watches The Bachelor anymore except Mrs. Hartline and me and Ashley. But we are going to talk about it. Oh, and Lovingood. And Joe Moore. I found out last night, Joe Moore,
really?
Medical Center Pharmacy, watches The Bachelor. Now, he's looking forward to The Bachelorette. Now, he will beat me 7 sides of Sunday when he sees me. Now, he used to come up, I'd be on a treadmill at the Y, turned around, he'd punch me in the kidney, do a kidney punch. I'm about ready for him, though. It's been 40 years. I mean, it's time, But anyway, maybe Joe turned off XM this morning and is in tune. We just don't know. All right, so we got a lot coming up. Stand by. The governor at 9 o'clock. Another program note. Hey, Austin, can you throw up don't throw up. Can you throw up the graphic for the Republican Women's Lunch today? Because I don't remember who's there. MixTV.tv at noon today. There it is. All right, so later today, Emily Goins is the president of the Bradley County Republican Women. They are welcoming, they're doing this once a month, another forum today, but they got a doubleheader. Barrett Painter, Andrew Morgan in their judge race, and then Stephen Hatchett and Steve Crump in the DA's race. Now, it's not a debate, but they will all speak today at the Elks Lodge at noon. They're going to go an hour and a half. So you can watch that live, mixtv.tv, or go back and watch it, mixtv.tv.
This traffic report is...
Medical Center Compounding Pharmacy and Health Center offers Bradley County's only state-of-the-art sterile compounding laboratory. We are here to customize drugs and medications that are not available commercially or over the counter. Maintain your health with medication designed to meet your body's specific needs. It's just what the doctor ordered. Put your health in the hands of trained professionals you know and trust. Medical Center Compounding Pharmacy and Health Center, North Ocoee Street. Phone 476-5548 or visit medicalcenterrx.com.
Steve, again?
Time out! Time out! Steve made an even bigger bracket. Better than you shoot that basketball.
Sign up now to win hundreds of dollars in prizes in the Mix Madness contest. Visit mymix1041.com, presented by Kia of Cleveland.
Mix Madness with Mix 104.1 is easy as 1, 2, 3. Now get off my court.
New year, new you. Now is the time to reinvent the wheel in the revolutionary 2022 Infiniti QX50 starting at $39,000. Whether you purchase or lease your next Infiniti QX50, experience Infiniti now for stress-free car shopping at Infiniti of Chattanooga. Click from home to purchase, lease, or get pre-approved at InfinityChattanooga.com. Call Infiniti of Chattanooga, 423-424-4040.
an hour with new progressive pay rates, $2 night shift premium, and eligible to earn a $5,000 stay bonus. They do have open interviews every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 9 to 11 a.m. and then from 1 to 3 p.m. You can apply online before you go at jobs.kroger.com. That's to work at Peyton Southeastern.
All right, time for our air quality report. It's brought to you by Dale's Heating and Air. Just call Dales.com. Bridget, back to you.
Okay, air quality for our area today is moderate, and pollen count is at medium today. Dale's Heating and Air service you can trust, 423-509-8787. Call Dales.com.
What was that? Sorry, what was that?
Just call Dales.com.
All right, inside the Mermaid Mattress Weather Center with a big hello to Roger Pickett, who's looking in this morning, and Cindy's complaining that he won't let her watch another morning television show and is stuck with us.
Oh, that's too bad.
How about that?
If you shop for a mattress and they tell you about some long delay because of industry shortages, come to Mermaid Mattress. Buy it today, we'll make it tomorrow, and deliver it the next day. It's all about being local.
Cindy said I scared her in the laundry room the other day. She heard my voice. She thought I was in the laundry room.
Oh, man.
I hang out in the laundry room at the Pickett house. Just hey, throw another towel over here. All right, come on.
All right, we have rain moving out of the area for now. We'll have showers returning for this afternoon, a high of 65 and a low of 49 this evening. For tomorrow, partly cloudy, a high of 71 and a low of 47. Rain throughout the day on Friday with a high of 67. Your current Vascular Institute temperature is 50 degrees. This weather forecast is brought to you by Bradley Concrete and Lamcon Ready Mix, family-owned business serving Cleveland for over 40 years. Call them at 423-479-4541 or visit lamcon.us to find out more.
This is Patrick Spangler, principal at Bradley Central High School. I admit it, I listen to Steve and Bridget.
With 4 strips of crispy bacon and rich melty cheese and 2 juicy charbroiled patties, of course no meeting can compete with this meat. Give in to the new Double Bacon Beast Burger at Hardee's and feed your happy.
Thank you for calling Logan Thompson. This is Ashley.
You get a yearly checkup. Shouldn't your air? With your local Lennox dealer, regular care equals perfect air. With technology you can touch, comfortable air you can feel, and savings you can see. Not just perfect air, perfect for you air.
Call Dale's Heating and Air to upgrade your air today.
Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
Ocoee OBGYN is a local and trusted women's care center in Cleveland, Tennessee. They understand that everyone's health needs are unique. Therefore, Ocoee OBGYN will deliver care that accommodates you. From routine annual exams and screenings to delivering babies, Ocoee OBGYN does it all. To plan a visit or get an appointment, give them a call at 339-8881. That's 339-8881. Or check them out at OcoeeOBGYN.com. Ocoee OBGYN.
We invite you to come see the difference at iEar 1 Hour Optical. And as always, when you buy 1 pair of glasses, you get the second pair absolutely free. Visit iEarOptical.com for a location near you.
iEar Optical. Abra Auto Body and Glass takes the hassle out of auto body repairs. We work with
The all-new Body Transformation Program is a lifestyle plan designed to improve your body and your mind. It is a progressive workout program, nutritional plans, and mindfulness tasks that will totally transform the way that you feel. With short, efficient workouts, you can expect real results in less time. Lose weight and build strength while having fun with these all-new 12 follow-along workouts.
Your coaches will be with you every step of the way. This program includes nutrition coaching and a high-protein focused meal plan for body recomposition.
Keep the momentum with the most encouraging fitness community to help keep you motivated.
So join us for the all-new Body Transformation Challenge. Visit bodybyhannah.com for more info.
Abra Auto Body and Glass takes the hassle out of auto body repairs. We work with all major insurance carriers. Abra Auto Body and Glass has 5 locations to serve you better in Chattanooga, Hickson, and here in Cleveland on South Lee Highway. Call 478-2700 in Cleveland to schedule an appointment or check out all their services at abraauto.com.
This is Andrew Morgan reminding you to get out and vote in the Republican primary on May 3rd, 2022. I humbly ask for your vote as your conservative, honest, and fair candidate for Bradley County Sessions Civil and Juvenile Court Judge. I'll see you at the polls.
Paid for by the committee to elect Andrew B. Morgan, Ben Absher, Treasurer. Mix 1041 and Honda of Cleveland are giving away a Honda Civic LX to an active law enforcement officer in our area. If you know someone that you think deserves to win, you can nominate them at mymix1041.com/Honda or on the Mix 1041 app.
Being around people is my joy and my passion. So when they come in here, I do feel free to carry the integrity that Mermaid has. No matter what your job description is here, somehow or another you're impacting somebody's life.
Buzz and download the free Mix 1041 app at mymix1041.com, presented by CHI Memorial. Listen or watch on your phone or mobile device. That's going to come in handy. Some program reminders in just a moment here. Stand by.
The Mix 1041 News Desk, brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at LoganThompsonLaw.com.
Yeah, a lot of, actually the 3 highest elected officials in our state joining us the next couple of days. We heard from Senator Bill Hagerty at 8 o'clock this morning. If you missed that, that is the example. You can go back on mixtv.tv and watch that interview. At 9 o'clock this morning, Governor Bill Lee will join us. Has a lot to talk about, but especially his education funding proposal. And then tomorrow morning, 8 a.m., Senator Marsha Blackburn will join us. Plus, earlier this morning, a preview of UT and the NCAA tournament with voice of the Vols, Bob Kesling. So you can go back and watch mixtv.tv. Also later today at noon, the Bradley County Republican Women's Luncheon is taking place at the Elks Lodge. And each month so far this year, they have had political forums and candidate forums. They'll continue that today with actually 2 forums, so their meeting is going to be 90 minutes in length. And later today at the Bradley County Republican Women's Luncheon, they'll feature 2 races. The judges race, that will be Judge Barrett Painter and Andrew Morgan. And then the District Attorney General's race, the challenger, Stephen Hatchett, the incumbent, Steve Crump. All 4 men will speak at noon today at the Bradley County Women's Lunch at the Elks Lodge. We'll have live coverage on mixtv.tv at noon today, and you can also go back and watch it later on. So program reminders right there. Hey, our friends at Blood Assurance asking for your help. They have a critical need today for O negative, A negative, and B negative red cells. Urgent need is for O positive and A positive. Also, B positive and AB negative are needed. All donors now through March 25th are entered to win a $500 MasterCard from Blood Assurance. Make your appointment at bloodassurance.org or in person at the Village Green right here in Cleveland. And Bridget, we've been talking about it. Mixed Madness presented by Kia of Cleveland. We have a couple of things happening here. Kia of Cleveland having a big event. Everybody invited out to that tomorrow. It's St. Patrick's Day tomorrow, and it's the first full day of the NCAA tournament. But this is our 15th year of Mixed Madness, and we're celebrating with thousands of dollars in cash and prizes Free registration is a free deal. And you know what? You don't have to even care about basketball. You can just get in it for the prizes at mymix1041.com. But, Bridget, a big event tomorrow at Kia of Cleveland.
That's right. Dwayne will be live.
Hang on, everybody.
Dwayne will be live at Kia of Cleveland tomorrow for the big tip-off show. He'll be there with General Manager John Davis at Kia of Cleveland from 3 to 5 tomorrow. John is going to have the Kona Ice truck out there, also a hot dog food truck as well. So free food and Kona Ice there tomorrow at Kia of Cleveland. Also some other great things going on, some giveaways, and just a lot of fun tomorrow. All the TVs inside the dealership, of course, we'll be showing the tournament there. So it's going to be a great time tomorrow at Kia of Cleveland from 3 to 5.
And John Davis and Kia giving away a very nice big-time TV to the grand prize winner of Mix Madness this year. We have $300 cash from the UPS store, plus a dozen Duck Donuts, which you can throw against your wall and put a hole in your wall. No, I'd say that's not true.
Well, depending on how frustrated you get, maybe with how the balls play.
Thanks to Blake Beard for that. Anyway, we got some great prizes. But listen, you know, like the Lord says, the first shall be last, the last shall be first. Waste Connections is back for the second year with their trash bracket prize. We're actually giving a $100 gift card to the person who has the last place bracket. Now, let me tell you, I'm telling you now, folks, listen, very serious here. You must register on the Mix website and not just the ESPN site in order to be eligible for the prizes. We don't want somebody crying who wins at the end. Well, I didn't know. Well, now you do. We've been telling you this. You must register through the Mix 1041 page and the ESPN page, and it happens every year. We have people that, well, that doesn't happen every year as far as winning the prizes and not registering, but you've got to register with Mix 1041, and simply put, we have to know who these people are. You're coming on with these hideous names, many about me. And like I said, we'll trap you in a room with Jimmy Logan. And that's the penalty, is being trapped in a room with Jimmy Logan. And then we'll just add Joe Moore and let him kidney punch you a few times, like he does me. Anyway.
You deserve it.
Thanks. So big prizes thanks to Honda Cleveland, Surf's Up Car Wash, Aubrey's, Center for Cosmetic Dentistry, Assured Alarms. Assured Alarms, Terry, giving away $100.
Nice.
Winner of the Final Four. Bridget, we have prizes for every round winner.
That's exactly right. And like we have said before, you don't have to know a thing about basketball. Just go online and fill out your bracket. Yeah, go to mymix1041.com. Austin has graciously printed out or typed out those step-by-step instructions for you, made it very easy.
I mean, graciously. He's not gracious about anything. We also have, not to mention, our official barber now. We have an official barber at Mix Madness. It's Bourbon and Blades, Gentlemen's Grooming Club. Bridget said Bourbon and Blades, hold the blades. But Dylan and everybody out there at Bourbon and Blades, thanks so much on Ocoee Street at 20th, right next to Bobby Ludwig. So there you go. So it's a big time. But register now, folks. Final full day to register. mymix1041.com. Get your bracket in. And I got these people, texting me, threatening me or whatever. But I need to mention this. Lynn Jones. Lynn, thank you, buddy. The Lynn Jones Foundation donated 4 tickets to the Empty Stocking Fund. And it's 4 tickets for tomorrow's Session 1 in Indianapolis at the NCAA tournament featuring Tennessee and Longwood at 2:45 in Indianapolis. Plus, you get the Michigan-Colorado State game at 12:15. All you have to do is call us and make a it's a bid, and all money, all proceeds will benefit the Empty Stocking Fund at 614-6499. Stephen Shelton made the announcement at 7 o'clock this morning. The Lynn Jones Foundation donating their 4 tickets to the Empty Stocking Fund tomorrow. This is Session 1 in Indianapolis. You can see Michigan, and it's a doubleheader, Michigan and Colorado State at 12:15, and then Longwood and Tennessee at 2:45. It's about a 6-hour drive. I'll make it in 4. So the bid stands at $400 right now. The bid is at $400 right now. Call 614-6499. But here's the deal. See, a great day of basketball. Midcourt Row 11. Midcourt Row 11. Great seats. and you're benefiting the Empty Stocking Fund, and it's never too early to plan for a Christmas party for over 1,000 children. So call now. The bid is at $400, 614-6499, and look at that, Austin. Austin, nice job, buddy. You've set up a bracket there, or not a bracket, but a graphic. I'm on bracket alert here. But very nice.
I'm glad to hear that you're complimenting me finally this week.
Well, and you hear Kesling, he got all nervous because I was complimenting him and Barrett. Money! So they did a good job, though, on Sunday in their broadcast. But also, that's a nice deal with the Lynn Jones Foundation.
It really is, yes. And of course, those are great tickets. I mean, you're talking about 11 throwback. That's pretty awesome.
Really neat. And be part in person of the NCAA tournament. We'll come right back here in just a moment.
Hi, I'm Rebel Johnson.
Being around people is my joy and my passion. So when they come in here, I do feel free to carry the integrity that Mermaid has. No matter what your job description is here, somehow or another you're impacting somebody's life.
Bender Realty is helping to keep the community thriving during this pandemic by offering no-contact online tools for buyers and sellers in the real estate market.
Especially in this day and time with COVID, it makes a lot of the buyers are not wanting to get out and walk into someone else's home, and even sellers may not want people in their home. We can send it to our clients.
Walk through a property without having to actually be there and see all the intricacies of the property and the things that they may or may not want.
If you're looking to buy, sell, lease, or rent, trust your friends at Bender Realty, 472-2173, bender-realty.com. Be home with Bender Realty.
Cleveland Tire is ready to help your auto any way it can. We're one of the largest providers of Bridgestone and Firestone tire dealers in the area. We sell all major brand tires. We have ASE certified mechanics on staff 6 days a week. We also have a commercial truck tire center that provides 24-hour roadside service and minor mechanical repairs on site. We have built our reputation on years of quality, affordable work and tires. We pride ourselves in customer satisfaction and great service. Cleveland Tire Center.
Need a metal roof for your home or business? Come see us at Best Buy Metals, a leading manufacturer of metal roofing products. Looking for great service? Check. Want to choose from a wide variety of metal roofing products? Check. How about complimentary takeoffs and free estimates for commercial and residential projects? Check and check. From small orders to semi-loads, we've got you covered. Literally. Best Buy Metals. Quality roofing that lasts a lifetime. Come see us today.
I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Cleveland. I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Cleveland.
I am Doug Vierthar, General Manager of Cleveland Ford. And together,
we are Cleveland Ford.
Ron at Mills today. Call in your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us. We'll take those on the volunteer Ridipest Mix line, 614-6499. You can go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app.
Inside the Mermaid Mattress Weather Center, Roger Pickett.
Mermaid Mattress is looking for experienced delivery drivers for the increased demand for home deliveries to our customers in this area. Come to 2401 Georgetown Road to apply and interview immediately. Competitive pay and benefits available when you join the Mermaid Mattress team.
All right, we have rain moving out of the area for now. We'll have another chance of rain showers this afternoon. A high of 65 and a low of 49 this evening. For tomorrow, partly cloudy, a high of 71 and a low of 47. Rain throughout the day on Friday with a high of 67. Your current Vascular Institute temperature is 50 degrees.
This Mix 1041 weather forecast is sponsored by Life Care Center of Cleveland, celebrating more than 45 years of serving the needs of the aging community. Life Care Center of Cleveland.
All right, your Vascular Institute temperature stands at 52 degrees. Let's go to the CHI Memorial Sports Desk. CHI Memorial, imagine better health. Well, the tournament really got underway last night. The first four in Dayton, Ohio, which we found out this morning. Bob Kesling, voice of the Vols, is from Dayton, Ohio. And Indiana defeated Wyoming last night. They'll play St. Mary's tomorrow, Thursday. Battle of deep in the heart of Texas. Texas Southern over Texas A&M Corpus Christi last night. And Texas Southern has the honor to play number one seed Kansas tonight. Bryant in their first Bryant in their first NCAA tournament ever will take on Wright State at 6:40 tonight. So looking forward to that. And then we also have... sorry, folks. We're just... Tell Felton to dump the other Mix Madness theme. Because I just need the one that has repeating over and over and over. Yeah, I love Ryan, but anyway, Bryant, Wright State, 6:40. Notre Dame and Rutgers at 9:10 tonight. Both games on True TV. Braves sign first baseman Matt Olson, 8 years, $168 million. And Mix Madness presented by Kia of Cleveland. Win thousands of dollars in cash and prizes. You're running out of time to register. It's free. Just a bunch of prizes. MyMix1041.com. Dwayne live at Kia of Cleveland. Never done this before. Tomorrow at 3 o'clock, a couple of hours with a cone ice truck, hot dog vendors, all kinds of stuff at Kia of Cleveland. All the games on the screens. Dwayne will be out there, a bunch of guests. Ashley, have you filled out your bracket yet?
No, I have not.
Well, if you want to keep working here, you will, and make sure all the other employees know that.
Well, 12:01 tomorrow. I'll turn that sucker in.
12:01? That's nice. Well, you won't be able to make it in. I'm going to talk about the Bachelor finale in just a second. UT will play Longwood tomorrow, 2 o'clock pregame, 2:45 tip. Talk 101.3 The Buzz, presented by Tennessee Valley Federal Credit Union. Local scores: Cleveland High softball beat Howard Tech yesterday, 11-1. Bradley softball over Chattanooga Christian, 15-13. High school baseball: Bradley over Howard, 17-1. McMinn County beat Cleveland 3-1. Ray County over Walker Valley, 4-3. Yesterday, we now welcome in Stacy Flowers. She, of course, with Direct Primary Care Associate. Stacy, how are you?
I'm good. I see you called me Ashley today. Are you saying that you think we sound the same? We both have
look the same?
No, I was looking at Ashley because she's wearing her glasses, which. She wears these to make herself look like an author or to look like a teacher or something.
Or to see.
Or to see. Yeah, it'll be all right.
They make her look smarter.
Yeah.
You said it. So you said it. Hey, before we get Stacy, with of course Direct Primary Care, Ashley RF here. Did you make it through the entire Bachelor finale?
I did. Only because you texted me and reminded me it was on. Yes.
Yeah.
I did.
So what do you think?
I don't know why anyone expects it to be any different than what it was.
Well, he left Iceland alone. We're talking, and I know nobody watches this now. Stacy, do you watch The Bachelor?
No. I don't have a clue what you're talking about.
Thank you. Well, by the way, join the crowd. Nobody else does either about anything. But so I texted Ashley last night and said, this is the greatest finale ever. And then he comes out with the girl who's trying to get from Iceland, and he's Clayton, most hated bachelor ever.
I can see that.
I've been watching the show 19 years, and Joe Moore called me. He was crying. Medical center. He couldn't believe it. So what do you
why
think?
anyone gets mad at The Bachelor or The Bachelorette. You sign up for this show.
Well, that's what I kept saying. I said, what did they not realize? They didn't change the rules.
No. You're still going to go home. You're still going to be the one, and he's going to love someone more than he loves someone else. That's just the nature of the beast.
And now I got the two girls that he dumped.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
They're going to be co-bachelorettes in the same season.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Mrs. Hartline said, well, what, are they fighting over the same guy? I said, of course they will.
Exactly. Scandalous.
Stacy Flowers.
You're very passionate about this.
Well, your sister-in-law here is crying about it, so she's all upset.
So he didn't pick anyone. Is that right?
No.
He tried to.
Well, he didn't pick it. No, he left Iceland, and the finale got turned down and came home.
Mm.
But then at the very end, and Jesse Palmer, former Florida quarterback, former Bachelor, and he's a current ESPN college football announcer.
It's a terrible actor.
Excuse me, but he did a great job hosting.
He did a great job hosting, but he knew what was happening. He was a terrible actor.
Well, he's a host. Of course he knows. It's not like here where nobody tells me what's going on.
We like
when the staff here Oh, do you? Okay. Well, we'll show you some text messages later. See how I like surprises. And by the way, read your text from this morning about next week. Yeah.
I read all my texts this morning.
Well, you didn't respond, did you? Apparently slept through those when you stayed up.
I gotten roped in.
By the way, Stacey Flowers
I'm asking
joined
the
us.
same thing.
Direct primary care. Stacey, what's going on this morning?
Today I wanted to talk a little bit about accessibility to health care. In this community, we have family, we have friends that have no insurance or that have a high deductible insurance plan, and they're hesitant to seek health care when they need it because they can't afford those copays and they can't afford those deductibles. And we're trying to be a part of that solution here at Direct Primary Care Associates. And we fit in perfectly in any of those gaps. If you're a person that is uninsured and you need health care, please contact us. If you're a person that has a high deductible plan and you can't afford those copays, you can't afford those deductibles, we fit that gap perfectly. If you're an employer and you can't provide your employees health care, or you can only provide them a very high deductible plan, please contact us. We fill that gap perfectly. We work very well as a part of a benefit package that you can provide to your employees. For adults, $70 a month. For a child, $30 a month. A family max, $200 a month. We have a one-time enrollment fee of $60. And other than that, it's just those basic fees. There's no hidden fees, no hidden costs. It really is face value what we say it is. This is not a bait and switch. This is not a gimmick. This is the future of healthcare, and we are proud here at Direct Primary Care Associates to be a part of that solution.
Stacey Flowers joins us. All right, so how do people reach out to you guys at Direct Primary Care Associates?
You can find us on our website at directpca.com. Here in Cleveland, we're located at 2626 Peerless Road, and you can call us at 423-650-4831. In Athens at 423-405-1990, and in Dalton, Georgia at 706-229-8333.
So we've not convinced you to start watching The Bachelor, is that correct?
You haven't, but you have convinced me that you guys are a glutton for punishment.
Absolutely. Hey, by the way, you're the opening act for the governor. He's joining us here in 10 minutes, so congratulations.
Well, I'm a tough act to follow.
You got that, and I'm going to tell him that. We'll try to get Bridget, or really Ashley RF. We'll try to get your sister-in-law here, Stacey, a resolution in the state legislature.
Yes.
How about that?
Yes.
Maybe the official nurse practitioner of Tennessee.
Perfect.
The volunteer. Are you a Vols fan, Stacey?
Well, Steve, now I am a Vols fan. Now, I don't follow, but I will never be able to say go Dogs or Roll Tide. But
Okay.
I don't follow it.
Well, the governor will be really glad to hear that here at 9 a.m. Stacey, thanks so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. And you do like her, is that
I
right?
love her. She's my favorite sister-in-law.
Are there others?
Nope, just me
okay.
and Stacey.
Okay, all right. Well, yeah.
We say that all the time.
Yeah, it's Bridget, I wish I could be around for more of that talk. That's good. Just hearing talk.
Okay, are you done?
So fun.
It's over.
Yeah, get up. It is 9 before the hour. Man alive, it's with
I choose Direct Primary Care Associates because of the relationship that I've developed with my care team.
They take me directly back and start evaluating my needs.
I choose Direct Primary Care Associates because of its flexibility, and so should you.
DPCA. Practice made perfect.
This is Andrew Morgan. The Bradley County Juvenile Court serves to rehabilitate our children who find themselves on the wrong side of the law. I humbly ask for your vote as the conservative, honest, and fair candidate for Sessions Court and Civil Court Judge on May 3rd, 2022. Let's break generational cycles for our children.
Paid for by the committee to elect Andrew B. Morgan, Ben Absher, Treasurer. Again?
Time out! Time out! Steve, maybe you can pick your bracket better than you shoot that basketball.
Sign up now to win hundreds of dollars in prizes in the Mix Madness contest. Visit mymix1041.com, presented by Kia of Cleveland.
Mix Madness. With Mix 104.1, as easy as 1, 2, 3. Now get off my court.
Being around people is my joy and my passion. So when they come in here, I do feel free to carry the integrity that Mermaid has. No matter what your job description is here, somehow or another you're impacting somebody's life.
I told my son to find me the nicest place to live in Cleveland. He said, Dad, there's only one place, and that's Garden Plaza. And I moved into the patio home. Everybody knows your name from day one, and there's something to do all day long if you want to participate in it. You cannot possibly be bored at Garden Plaza. It is just great, and their food is outstanding. It's out of this world. I'm so happy I'm here. Garden Plaza is it for me.
With crispy bacon and fluffy eggs and melty cheese. Oh, Beast Mode doesn't have to stop for breakfast. Give in to the new Bacon Beast breakfast menu at Hardee's and feed your happy.
We're here at Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland.
We are here with great service.
We're here. We're here.
We're here.
We're here with great deals.
We're here for you.
So come get huge Nissan savings when you shop Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland and Cleveland-Nissan today. Home of the exclusive lifetime warranty.
Being a basketball coach isn't a 40-hour-a-week job. I wish it was, but sometimes it feels like it's all the hours of the week kind of job. Buddy, if there's something that saves me some time, I'm all for it.
Coach, is that my dress shampoo?
Don't judge me. Every minute I save is a precious minute I get to spend at home. That's why I love using Go-Kart curbside pickup at Food City. I order my groceries online and they bring them right to my car in the parking lot.
Order for Barnes?
Hey, that's me.
This is John Davis, the trade-in man for Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway, with great news. Interest rates are super low, and your old car is worth more than ever. So if you're wondering if you should be buying a new Kia, it's a no-brainer. Worried about your credit? Don't sweat it. If you've got $500 down and you make $2,000 a month, I'll do my best to get you approved. Come see me, John Davis, at Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway in beautiful Cleveland, Tennessee, where car buying is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
KiaofCleveland.com.
The Vic Vascular team is leading the way in peripheral vascular care in our region.
Feeling of pain in your legs, loss of sensation in your feet or toes,
open sores that won't heal,
weakness when walking.
Do you have flow problems?
These are the first signs of peripheral artery disease, PAD.
PAD affects 1 in 5 Americans, and when untreated, can result in the loss of a limb.
If you or one of your loved ones are experiencing the signs of PAD, be evaluated.
We are Vascular Institute of Chattanooga. We can help.
Peyton Southeastern is hiring. If you are looking for a stable, long-term career, they have an immediate opportunity for full-time employment with advancement opportunities available. Potential to earn over $20 an hour. Apply now at jobs.kroger.com to work at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland. That's jobs.kroger.com.
Seeing purple? It's a sign you need new glasses. Come to the Purple Store, Eye Your Optical. Get your new glasses in about an hour and choose from over 3,000 frames, including the best designers. And you get the second pair absolutely free. We were purple before purple was cool.
Eye Your Optical.
Lifetime Certified is the new buzz in town for Vehicles Direct. 12-month, 12,000-mile comprehensive warranty. Lifetime powertrain warranty. Complimentary maintenance for 1 year. Certified pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Love it or leave it, satisfaction guaranteed. Best trade-in value in town. Kelly Blue Book Buy Center. Vehicles Direct, South Lee Highway in Cleveland at APD 40. Visit vehiclesdirect.com.
Plus, receive complimentary Jaguar Elite Care. It's the best coverage you can get among luxury brands. 5-year, 60,000-mile coverage, complimentary scheduled maintenance. Come in today and experience award-winning design elevated at Jaguar of Chattanooga, I-75 North at exit 7. Call Lexi from London at 424-4000. Jaguar of Chattanooga. Also, don't forget, if you or someone you know have sleep apnea, you don't want that big, heavy mask, you can dump the mask with an oral appliance from Rest Assured. Rest Assured has oral appliances that are effective, comfortable, and safe. Most insurance has coverage for the device. And all you have to do is get in touch with Rest Assured. It won't cost you anything to find out about it. If you or someone you know has sleep apnea, which can be fatal, call 790-0123. Or you can go on their website, the-restassured.com. the-restassured.com. Well, Bridget, we've got about a minute here. Tell you what, let's remind everybody about Mix Madness one more time here.
That's right. Mix Madness presented by Kia of Cleveland. Today is the final full day to get in on this year's Mix Madness. You have until noon tomorrow, but go ahead and fill out your bracket today and get in on this year's. We have great cash and prizes to give away for each round. And then tomorrow, coming up at Kia of Cleveland, South Lee Highway at APD 40, Dwayne will be live with our annual tip-off show. It's going to be at Kia of Cleveland. John Davis will have
40 seconds.
The Kona ice truck out there tomorrow.
What are you wondering in here? What do you want?
I just want to point out and remind everyone, we've had over 200 fill out the brackets on ESPN, but only 130 have filled out the form at mymix1041.com. So if you filled out a bracket, go back to mymix1041.com and fill out the entry form, or you won't be able to win anything.
Yeah,
so,
you won't win the prizes. So you've got to register through our site.
Yeah, so just make sure you do that. There's getting to be a large gap there, so we just want to remind everybody to go back to the page and fill it out with your bracket name, so that way we know that you've entered and we can put you in the prize list.
So don't want you crying, threatening a lawsuit or whatever.
Just read all the steps and follow the instructions.
Exactly.
Again, free sign up, mymix1041.com. Good reminder, Austin. Thank you. mymix1041.com. Today's the final full day. All right, I'll tell you what. Let me hit the ID here, then we're going to talk with the governor in about 20 seconds. Governor, hang on. I got to be legal with the FCC. We don't want the federal government shutting us down. The state government would stand up for us, so I'm sure. The governor is on hold. Hang on, 22 seconds.
Broadcasting from the Kia of Cleveland studios, this is Mix 1041 WCLE, Calhoun, Cleveland, Athens. Download the free Mix 1041 app at mymix1041.com.
The top of the hour is presented by Best Buy Metals, making sure the top of your house is the best it can be. BestBuyMetalRoofing.com.
And we're joined now by the governor of the volunteer state of Tennessee, Governor Bill Lee. Governor, how are you?
Hey, good morning, Steve. I'm doing fine, sir. How you doing?
Man, I'm doing good. It's been a while.
It has been a while. A lot of things happened since I talked to you last.
I guess so. Well, Governor, I know we've got a lot to talk about, but it's an interesting time. There's a lot going on. So let me just delve in here. A couple of weeks ago or so, you discussed and brought forward a public education funding formula proposal. Tell me about that.
Yeah, education is arguably one of the most important topics if you talk about the future of Tennessee, and I'm very focused on this state and its future, its ability to lead the country. And if we do so, we got to fund public education in an appropriate way. So we're proposing $1 billion increase in our funding for public school systems across the state. It's a historic investment in public education, incredibly important for our state. But at the same time, I have said that if we're going to spend money in significant ways like this, that we've got to spend it wisely. And we have currently a 30-year-old funding formula. It's a very complicated and antiquated and outdated way in which we distribute funds to public school systems across the state. And if we're going to spend the right amount of money on public education, in my view, we ought to spend it in the right way. So we've proposed a modernized funding formula that is very different from the way we do it now, much improved. It's really based on the idea of funding students and not systems. It is got a lot of support, bipartisan support. It goes hand in hand with this new funding we're doing, and I think it'll change the way public education is, the trajectory of public education for the future of Tennessee.
We're joined by Governor Bill Lee. What's the reaction been so far, Governor?
You know, I think people realize when they look at the formula, they realize that it provides greater transparency for parents. Parents understand how their children's education is being funded under this plan. It's better for teachers because of the way we provide for teacher pay raises in this formula. The old one had a workaround where teacher pay raises didn't exactly get to teacher pay raises, and that's a detail that teachers are aware of, and this is important. It gives greater accountability, makes sure that dollars spent on a district are followed with some accountability that makes sure those district is performing with outcomes that parents and educators would expect. So it's got a lot of good that people see as improvement, and the biggest improvement being the way we're funding it with a student-based funding formula. But because of those changes, we are very encouraged. The legislature is moving. It's beginning to move through the legislature. There's been, 6 months of work done on this with hundreds of stakeholders and thousands of public comments. But it's moving in the right direction. I feel very encouraged that this is going to get done, and it's going to be great for Tennessee.
And if it passes, what's the timetable?
It'll go into effect in a year and a half. Not this fall period, but the next. There's a lot of work that would have to be done to put it into place, but it also allows us to districts to prepare for the new funding. One of the things that's important about this, every single district in the state of Tennessee will receive a higher level of funding than they had under the old plan, and that's good. It's a win for every district. Every child will have dollars attached to them that goes to their public school based on their income. So there's a base amount for a kid, and then if a kid has a disability, or if a kid lives in a rural county that has sparsely populated county, there's additional dollars that follow those kids. A kid that lives in an area of concentrated poverty, for example, would have additional dollars above the base that follows that kid because there are additional requirements to educate that child because of some of the uniqueness of each kid in the program. But it'll go through the legislature pass. It'll start in a year and a half.
We're joined by Governor Bill Lee of the Volunteer State. Governor, I know you have been talking a lot about workforce development and the importance of workforce development in our state.
Yeah, I talk to companies on a regular basis from around the world and from around the country who are thinking about putting locations in Tennessee. And I also talk to major companies that are here and small businesses that are here that are growing their companies because our economy is unusually strong in Tennessee compared to other states. So we're a very attractive place for business. And we've seen that for the last few years in particular. And one of the things that companies and businesses think about most, and the question they ask me most, is about workforce. And are you going to have the workers that I need, company owner to, or as a company operator, to fill the jobs that I'm going to need? So I'm heavily focused on workforce development. I came from a background of plumbing and pipe fitting and welding and electrical, and understand how important people with skills for trades, that whole area is very important. And So we've started as soon as I came in office, but we're particularly investing in vocational and technical and agriculture education. We're proposing $500 million in our state budget this year for CTE programs, career and technical education programs in high schools all over Tennessee. It is very important that we develop a workforce, but more importantly, it's important to the people of our state and the young people in Tennessee who have giftings that attach their brain to their hands. They're skilled in ways that others may not be, but we got to make sure there is an education system and a pathway for their success.
And Governor, speaking of that, you've been very active and involved in the Pie Center here in Bradley County with the Bradley County school system, and you actually said publicly that this could be the Pie Center in Bradley County schools could be a pilot program that you'd like to see around the state. Yeah, that's right. See, what's happening here is a partnership, and I've said plenty of times, government isn't the answer to the greatest challenges, and workforce development is a challenge, and skilling people up and giving them opportunity. I mean, this is Tennessee. I think we are an attractive place. There's a reason people are moving here in record numbers. We're one of the most moved to states in the country because of our opportunity, our security, our freedom that we offer here. But opportunity comes when you skill people up. The government can't, but the partnership at the Pie Center between the private sector, the education system, the nonprofit community, the community itself, there is a partnership there that is going to give people opportunity, frankly, and change people's lives and foster a prosperous economy in the area. So I'm excited about that place. I liked it the minute I saw it, and it is a model that can be duplicated, replicated across the state and across the country. We got about 10 seconds, but when you come back, I hope in August, I hope you'll come back and dedicate it, and I hope you'll come back to our station like you did when you opened our new building. But March Madness starts tomorrow. Give me a pick, Governor Lee. Give me a pick. Who's going to do it? Hey, listen, have you watched the Vols play in the last 3 weeks? Yes. As they knock off one contender after another, whether it was Arkansas or Kentucky or Auburn or whoever. I don't know, but I think they have a really good shot at a really deep run, and yeah. Governor, I know, come on. I mean, so you're going to go with a home team, obviously. Well, I will. I tell you what, I will. And everybody knows that I didn't go to the University of Tennessee. But you know why? Because I'm also a basketball fan. And watch them. Just look what they've done in the leagues. They are great. Governor Bill Lee, Governor of Tennessee. Governor, thanks so much. We really appreciate it. All right, buddy. See you later. Thanks again. All right, Governor Lee. Of course he's going with UT. Hey, Austin, are you there? Austin.
Yes, boss.
Of course he's the governor of Tennessee. Who's he going to pick?
Well, you surely didn't think you would pick Alabama or something, would you?
I thought he'd pick Kentucky. I had no idea.
UCLA now.
Well, you're not going to pick my Bruins. I'm not even picking my Bruins. I went with Gonzaga, but
you got Gonzaga, didn't you? Yeah.
So Mix Madness, final day to sign up and go to mymix1041.com. You know what I should have done? I should have tried to wouldn't it be cool to have the governor in the bracket? In our Mix Madness bracket?
You should do that.
Well, I can't. I should have done it when I had him on the air. Now he's gone. I don't know. Hey, where do you go to? Where do you go?
The question is, what would his team name be?
Well, I don't know that. Probably all the. I noticed we had several candidates make their bracket names their campaign. Hey, will you find out where he went to college? I don't even know. He said everybody knows where I went. I don't know where he went. Do you care to effort
let me look that up. I'll figure.
I'll talk about it. Hey, and then I'll leave your mic on, Austin. When you're ready, just come back. A couple of notes here. Yeah, we're having a lot of fun. It's Mix Madness presented by Kia of Cleveland. And go ahead, you got it?
Looks like Auburn University.
You went to Auburn?
That's what it shows, yes.
Oh, my goodness. I didn't know that. So the governor of Tennessee went to Auburn?
So he picked Tennessee over his alma mater.
That's Auburn's in. Well, of course he is. He's the governor of. He's not the governor of Alabama. Good Lord. I didn't know he went to Auburn. All right. Well, there you go. War Eagle. Hey, Mix Madness, final full day to sign up, presented by Kia of Cleveland. Go to mymix1041.com. Join Dwayne. He's going to have a crew out there tomorrow. I may go by, actually. Tomorrow afternoon at Kia of Cleveland, beginning at 3 o'clock. They're going to have Kona Ice, big hot dog vendor truck, all kinds of prizes, basketball hoop. All the games will be on at Kia. Tomorrow, beginning at 3 o'clock, first day of the tournament, Tennessee will play Longwood, starting at about, at 2:45, or following the Michigan game tomorrow. So, anyway, sign up. It's free. mymix1041.com. But Austin just gave us finally an important reminder, finally said something smart. Folks, if you play Mix Madness, you must register on the Mix site and the ESPN site. You got to do both. If you want to be eligible for the prizes, you've got to register on the Mix site. Hey, one more reminder this morning, and we're doing this till 5 o'clock. The Lynn Jones Foundation has donated 4 tickets to Session 1 of the NCAA tournament tomorrow in Indianapolis. And all the bids, and we're taking bids on these 4 tickets. I just realized we didn't put 4 tickets on the deal here. So maybe Sheridan, if you'll add 4 tickets to the post we did. Anyway, all of the proceeds go to the Empty Stocking Fund. Never too early to plan. Thanks to the Lynn Jones Foundation for this, President Chase Lawson. Bids will be taken until today at 5 o'clock. 4 tickets to see Michigan, Colorado State at 12:15 tomorrow, and then Tennessee Longwood at 2:45 tomorrow in Indianapolis, Indiana. You'll be sitting in row 11, Midcourt. Unbelievable seats. The bid is at $400 right now. If you want to go over that, call us on the Volunteer Redipest Mix line at 614-6499. The bid is at $400. If you want to raise the bid, again, folks, it's for the boys and girls, over 1,000 of them in Cleveland and Bradley County, who this Christmas, I know it's 9 months away, but never too early to plan for a Christmas party for over 1,000 children locally. You need to come up and beat that $400 bid that we have on the table right now. 614-6499. 4 tickets to the Session 1 in Indianapolis, featuring Tennessee and Longwood at 2:45, Michigan, Colorado State before that. And you'll be right there, row 11, thanks to the Lynn Jones Foundation. Sign up to play Mix Madness, mymix1041.com, presented by Kia of Cleveland. Thousands of dollars in cash and prizes. It's a free sign-up. And we're even giving a prize for some reason to the last place bracket, the trash bracket. We'll get a $100 gift card courtesy of Waste Connections. But we got a bunch of sponsors, Bourbon and Blades, our official barbers of Mix Madness this year. Plus, we have, of course, Kia of Cleveland, Surf's Up Car Wash, Duck Donuts, Honda Cleveland, Aubrey's, the Center for Cosmetic Dentistry, Assured Alarms, the UPS Store. UPS Store is giving away $300 to the grand prize winner, and also the grand prize winner wins a big-time, very nice television from Kia of Cleveland. Go to mymix1041.com. Good day, everybody. Switching jobs is stressful. Switching schools is painful. But switching your insurance...